Give me 1 second. Let's do this. Can I do this? Edit. All right, I had to edit up. So, where we at? What's good, people? Let's share this thing out, man. It's going to be quick because I have to go um, take my daughter out to go get something to eat. So, y'all got to jump on the feed, baby. So, it's going to be kind of juicy, baby. Real quick. I did 2 hours with y'all, 2.5 hours with y'all earlier. So come on in the room, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Let's go back. They offered me $3,000. What's good, y'all? Where we tuning in from? Where are we tuning in from, baby? Let's go. If I'm wrong about something, I need y'all to be men and come on the feed and talk to me, okay? It's all right. All right? If I'm wrong about something, I need y'all to be men. All right. I'm not going to argue with you. What I want you to do is leave your feelings at the door. All right? So come on, y'all. You know how our people are. We slow. I'm trying to create gossip so y'all can come to the ciphers and get educated. I'm really trying to create gossip. But this is non-scripted. Okay? Aja. You can hang the phone up now, Aja. This is rough, boy, dealing with the little one, boy. Ooh, this girl is like, she gonna drive me insane, bro. She gonna drive me insane. So listen, please share this out, y'all. I don't need no pats on my back. I can pat myself on the back, but please share this video out. Show your love, show your support. I did a whole 2.5 hour video. So if you're getting something for free, we ask y'all to support what we do, okay? But first, please leave your feelings at the door. Okay? Please leave your feelings at the door. So let's get this party started, y'all. I thank everybody. Listen, my banner is up here if you want to reach out to me. I appreciate everybody on the feed, man. But I burnt my daughter's food early today. I was sitting up here doing my daughter's words and her letters and her words so she can learn words and her numbers. And I burnt her food. That's what happens. I feel like a single mom or something, but I'm not. But, you know, I'm not a single. Their mothers in their lives, both of them. So I be feeling like that sometimes, man. Real rap. But I was doing my daughter's numbers and letting her read. And I burnt her food. So what's y'all excuse? What's y'all excuse? Okay. So do me a favor, turn this thing up, y'all. Let's go. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna open up my lines for y'all, but before we do this, I got an announcement, y'all. So let's get this thing rocking. Since everybody's in the room, let's get this thing rocking, popping. Let's go. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. Let's go to the teacher real fast. Hold up. Let me get it together. Let's get it together, baby. This is your time to tweet it out, share it out. Let's go. Only on Sabir Bay Show. There's only one Sabir Bay Show, baby. It's only one.
Yeah. Welcome to the Temple of Hip Hop 2025 Global Awareness Tour. Yeah, all this is raw. All this is live. This is what I'm bringing to your city. You know what it is. KRS-One, rock with the real GB boys and girlies. I'm returning to Europe now. Get your tickets early. Drop on your city with...
Run it back.
Yeah. Welcome to the Temple of Hip Hop 2025 Global Awareness Tour. Yeah, all this is raw. All this is live. This is what I'm bringing to your city. You know what it is.
What's up?
Yeah. Welcome to the Temple of Hip Hop 2025 Global Awareness Tour. Yeah, all this is raw. All this is live. This is what I'm bringing to your city. You know what it is. KRS-One, rock with the real GB boys and girlies. I'm returning to Europe now. Get your tickets early. Drop on your city with beats, rhymes are gritty. Breakers, MCs, graffiti writers, they all with me. Yeah, bring that back. Yeah. Feel that? I don't know when you get it like this, but you gon' get it now. Right from when they mic Chris, I come out the hypest. If you into that soft shit, you might not like this. The brightest.
Rewind.
Yeah. Welcome to the Temple of Hip Hop 2025 Global Awareness Tour. Yeah, all this is raw. All this is live. This is what I'm bringing to your city. You know what it is. KRS-One, rock with the real GB boys and girlies. I'm returning to Europe now. Get your tickets early. Drop on your city with beats, rhymes are gritty. Breakers, MCs, graffiti writers, they all with me. Yeah, bring that back. Yeah. Feel that? I don't know when you get it like this, but you gon' get it now. Right from when they mic Chris, I come out the hypest. If you into that soft shit, you might not like this. The brightest, the industry to me is what night is. So when I come around with my sound, you see what light is. I write over raw drums, KRS-One. Put my name on the flyer, no liar, they all come. When I leave some in order, they call me awesome. Get your tickets early, I'm bringing you the dum-dum. Run, come see your MC actually. All my hip-hoppers in back of me, now that's the family. Rappers be whack to you and whack to me. So when my positive hits stay negative, it charge your battery. Rap with me. For 40 years, I told them actually it's not about a salary. It's all about reality. But they don't want reality. They just want the fantasy. That's why even with the EQ, they not as amped as me. Oh, we gonna turn it up. This what we bring into your club. Bring into your city. Rawness.
25.
Admit it, when it comes to these lyrics, I be the poet. I follow life's outcome willingly when I flow it. I'm not your prostitute or your pimp, I'm your poet. The first hip-hop philosopher, I keep it stoic. Others want to tear your mind down, I want to grow it. Dudes base their career on coke.
Let me explain this to y'all. Y'all must not know that I was supposed to be on this tour too, but my daughter's birthday is this month. I don't know if y'all know if I supposed this is the tour. Just in case y'all don't know, this is the 2025 tour, y'all. So pay attention. I was supposed to meet them in Portugal, but it was my daughter's birthday month, and the way my bank account is set up, I still might do it. I told her we may meet up in Morocco.
That's why they blow it. They diss that knowledge of self because they don't know it. While I'm just past 60 and I don't even show it. Beats get broken down profound. You gotta tell it.
You hear what he said?
Lyrics are too high for these rappers on that old shit. You know what the I'm just past 60 and I don't even show it. Beats get broken down profound, you gotta tow it. My lyrics are too high for these rappers on that low shit. You know what the bro get and what I'm about to go get, but self-control got me leaning back on some Joe shit. Yeah! Big up to the whole TS. Shout out to the tax crew. Hey yo, Lap Fro, what up? Carlos, what up? verse with a quick verse dispersal. Let me work you. Check, 1, 2, no rehearsal. Just verbal. You know that cipher means circle. So when you in the circle with savages, it can hurt you. Your verbal ain't superbal in the circle, we will jerk you. You ain't dope with slit in your throat watching you gurgle. This is where I'm from. You want rhyme, son? I heard you. I'm like that food truck on the corner. I will serve you. This ain't reggae, but you got beef. I'm the sizzler. Mr. or Mister, I'm breaking frames. Get the picture? Y'all need to get shut down like Rikers. I'm giving people what they need. I give them freedom to lifers. Yeah, I'm kind of different with these ciphers. We the majors, they the minors. We the truth and they the liars. They the lower, we the higher. We the suppliers and they the buyers. They the goats and we the tigers. Light up! Sound like this. Remember when you used to move around like this? Remember when you
y'all,
used to
warming up.
Sound like this? Just nod your head. This the sound you miss. I'm coming with that flowing, you know it from long ago when before the wheeling, dealing and stealing, trucking and owing. I take it back, speak only facts. See what I'm growing? I speak the facts, so facts will come back. Read what I'm sowing. The KRS, one of the sound like this. Remember when you used to move around like this? Remember when you used to cruise the town like this? Just nod your head. This the sound you miss. I'm coming with that flowing, you know it from long ago when before the wheeling, dealing and stealing, trucking and owing. I take it back, speak only facts. See what I'm growing? I speak the facts, so facts will come back. Read what I'm sowing. The KRS, one of the best. Here's what he's showing. The beats get broken down so profound they need towing. But I'm not ready to retire. Yep, I keep it rolling like a buckshot under a black moon. I got you open. It's 2025. I spit fire and they joking, heartbroken. They off scoping, they not dope. When I enter the cipher, they start choking. Cause the truth that's arriving, the tears they start soaking.
Rewind it. I don't think you're ready for this, baby. One more time. Hit that link, baby.
Bounce.
Come on, y'all, turn it up.
Bounce. Come on. Remember when it sound like this? Remember when you used to move around like this? Remember when you used to cruise the town like this? Just nod your head. This the sound you miss. I'm coming with that flowing, you know it from long ago when before the wheeling, dealing and stealing, trucking and owing. I take it back, speak only facts. See what I'm growing? I speak the facts, so facts will come back. Read what I'm sowing. The KRS, one of the best. Here's what he's showing. The beats get broken down so profound they need towing. But I'm not ready to retire. Yep, I keep it rolling like a buckshot under a black moon. I got you open. It's 2025. I spit fire and they joking, heartbroken. They off scoping, they not dope. When I enter the cipher, they start choking. Cause the truth that's arriving, the tears they start soaking. When the cameras go up and the people start voting, I ain't gotta say I'm the best, the people have spoken. This is KRS East to West, I'm Mike Holden. Your mama never told you don't fix what's not broken? Remember when it sound like this? Remember when you used to move around like this? Remember when you used to cruise the town like this? Just nod your head, that's the sound you miss. When it comes to hip-hop, I'm really down for whatever. It's knowledge reigns supreme and you're seeing it to the letter. KRS, spitting that metal nature. Return of the boom back, we will be here forever. Shout out to the Temple of Hip-Hop and Temple members. Edutainment straight from the pavement, we no pretenders. We real over here and we clear with that agenda. We them cultural defenders, corporate career enders. The message sender, remember, when it comes to hip-hop's culture, we make it better. Sell out, never know I'm too clever, making it better for my brother. Chocolate or vanilla, your mind is a treasure. Never let the devil enter your center. Remember, love is forever. Don't let hate pass your dentures. I hang with elders and mentors, teaching knowledge centers. The door of the temple is open, I think you need to enter. Remember when it's out like this? Remember when you used to move around like this? Remember when you used to cruise the town like this? Just nod your head. This the sound you miss.
Because your live show, and any one of us, we've been there and we've seen it. It is something fucking amazing.
Y'all don't get it yet? It's freaking amazing when you come to Sabir Bay show, baby. So please nod your heads if y'all like this and, you know, share it out. So I was supposed to be on the tour to Portugal and Morocco, but I still may try to make it. But my daughter's birthday was this past weekend, so, you know, I had to focus on her. You know, I still have responsibilities here. I just can't go just yet. I just left Portugal November the 25th. Just got back. And told Chris and I told him, I said I may meet y'all over there. I don't know yet. I've got to see how this is going to flow, okay? So for y'all that don't know, a lot of these things that y'all keep telling me about these songs, I know about a lot of these songs, man. I told y'all Chris be having stuff for God knows how long. So this is a piece that we did. Y'all do have this video too that we did in Louisville, Kentucky. That's KRS-One, myself, Taj Tariq Bey, and Abdullah Bey. It was fire. So that's the team right there. KRS-One, Abdullah Bey, Taj Tariq Bey. That was straight fire. That's, for y'all that don't know, that's Jose Piamenta Bey, that wrote the book The Children of the Sun, KRS-One, and Jerry Bell. So KRS-One came to the lecture I did out here with Jose Piamenta Bey. I brought Jose out here to California some time ago. So this was me. Oh, that's my son. Shout out to Ibn. That's my son Ibn with KRS-One in New York. And that's at UCLA when KRS-One said, the Moor just walked in the room. So for y'all that don't know, I keep trying to tell you, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I truly have nothing to prove to nobody. It speaks for itself. You see how that works? Everything I do speaks for itself. So my brother Dre, I don't know where he's at. They always want me to say stuff, man, but they never get on the feed. We was talking earlier. He said, I said, I'm coming at everybody. Nobody's off limits with me. And he said that he said something on the lines, I'm coming for them or something like that. And I said, well, they looking for me. If you looking for me, I ain't running nowhere. I'm easy. I'm probably the easiest dude you can find. I'm on here 2 times out of a day for 2 hours. For 2 hours, I'm on here. So I don't run from nobody. I just burnt my daughter's food. So I got to go buy her some food because I was helping her with her work, her numbers and her words. So I'm daddy duty and too, multitasking. What's up, Dre?
Peace. How you, Sabir?
I am good, man. Try to run through this video real fast and get people to get this video right here that everybody should pick up. Y'all should all get this one right here. Y'all should copy. James Small, KRS-One, and myself. Y'all should get this song.
Gather round, oh yeah. Think bigger. Think bigger.
This is about life.
Life.
No, Smalls, you can go ahead and talk, Smalls. Go ahead, brother Smalls. Let me
Can you hear me?
Yes. Let brother Smalls talk.
Oh,
Go ahead, brother Smalls. We ain't got to wait on Chris. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Come on. This is my spiritual father right here, y'all. Baba James Smalls.
No, I'm gonna be his uncle because he almost as old as me. So his wisdom is so up there for.
He said my wisdom. I don't know about the wisdom part. I'm still trying to.
What happened?
I'm still trying to get to the wisdom part.
The clearest because I'm sitting in a car at a train station waiting for my wife. But you know that's my world. But when we think, what area you want to become, we start with Carter G, who all of his work tells us that we're ignorant of truth. We're ignorant of history. We're ignorant of a knowledge of ourselves. And unless we correct that, you can forget about talking about freedom because you're just playing, you know? So he tells us that one of the biggest weapons the enemy has was that weapon that cuts you off from your history, cuts you off from your legacy, cuts you off from your ancestral truth. And if you don't restore that, you don't have the tools to fight him back.
Open the school until we have instructors and people like the sister who is just on, or probably still on. I think I still see her. You know, we need teachers. We need teachers. We need people like yourself. I had to wait. And it was painful to wait, because when you don't know what's about to happen, it's an insecurity. So it's like for like 10 years, like say 87 to 97, I thought I needed to open the school right now. I need to get this open. I looked around, I searched around, I bought buildings, I rented stuff, but it wasn't the time. And each time I said, you know, let me back up. And I saw what my issue was. I needed more knowledge. I needed more. Every time I thought I had it, something else would happen and say, nope, you didn't have it. You don't have it yet. So we got up to this point now that we're coming up on the 50th anniversary of hip hop. It's been 50 years. We do have the books now, at least the beginning books. We have a curriculum, we have a history, you know, written down text that if a kid comes into our school, we can hand them something and let's go over this lesson plan. In your school, in order for, you got to teach slavery, because if you don't, but of course, why does a kid why does a young about this talk about slavery? Okay, so we're talking about slavery in America, and we're talking about, well, my question was, why does a young kid 5 to say 15 years old,
come on, man,
600 pages, but the word Nigga is prevalent in hip hop. So when you're studying hip hop, and while we may use that word, and even how to use the word itself, we got to teach that. That's part of our hip hop curriculum. Do you know the history of the word nigga? Straight up. Do you know Nigger? You got to know that. It's a racial epithet. It's disrespectful. Do you know Nigga? Some disagree with that too, but this is our word. Do you understand what bitch means when hip hoppers are saying it? Do you know what fly means, fresh means, dope means? This is all a whole different language. But now if you coming in from the outside claiming, you know, you coming from Columbia University claiming, you know, you want to learn hip hop, you sit down and we start talking about the crack era of 1985, and you start feeling squeamish about the shit, then there's no place for you here, because we can't discuss the truth. And this has been the problem all along, is that I've been holding back, really, because much of what I study, I can't even release it to the public.
He's not.
You know, the reason some of my books are not out is because I really don't think the public is ready. And I say that as humbly as I can, as respectfully as I can. But from what I'm seeing and hearing, and not just on the news, I mean, like, I'm in the university system. I hear professors talk. I hear how people, and I hear how they come with their thinking. And it's like I'll give you a controversial statement right here. Here's something real controversial right here. I was talking to a professor the other day about this. Talk about slavery. Okay, so we're talking about slavery in America, and we're talking about, well, my question was, why does a young kid 5 to say 15 years old, why does a young kid have to learn about slavery before they learn about the kingdoms of Africa? So that was the question. And so we're talking about this. Why do you got to learn about, why every time we get it, it's Christopher Columbus, slavery, you know nothing about your real heritage before you even got to this land. So the thing is, why do you need to teach slavery at all? That's what we got to. We got down to, so why teach it at all? So the professor was like, well, you got to teach slavery, because if you forget where you came from, you don't know where you're going. And if you don't, but of course, as we go back and forth, I pulled out Nietzsche on him, of course, and Nietzsche is hard on history. The philosopher Nietzsche is hard on history. And I started quoting a little bit of Nietzsche, where Nietzsche was saying that forgetfulness is an important development in intelligence, that you have to forget some things
in order for your mind to develop. So taking that in, we say, should we forget slavery altogether? And this is a controversial thing. Should we teach children, say, let's pick a date, say 2023. From 2023, we're going to ban all the slavery films and not teach slavery no more, meaning that not only is slavery abolished in the United States, but we're going to abolish it in our minds. White folk wasn't trying to hear the Italians. They it up, or they did, and be like, you know, freaking mister, you are a participant.
If you want this full video, it's 2 hours and 38 minutes. You can actually purchase it from me. Okay? Email me. It's 2 hours and some change. I'm not going to play the whole thing for y'all for free because I don't even get people to donate. So you can purchase it from me. Okay? How about that part? Email me, SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. So what he was saying, what's up, brother Marcus? What he was saying, and I experienced that too. I experienced that with a lot of these educators, bro. I swear to God, I can come and speak on hip hop. I can tell you about hip hop. I am the fifth element of hip hop. I didn't name myself that because Phil Valentine said you don't name yourself. You don't name yourself. You let people name you. So the fifth element of hip hop was given to me, which is knowledge. But even though KRS-One added more onto the elements, but I was given the fifth element of hip hop. And I can break it down to its very last compound. So if y'all want this video, my email is right there, SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. I do Zelle, PayPal, or Chime. Okay? So that was a heavy conversation. There's another one that we did, and we was in Louisville, Kentucky, with KRS-One, Taj Tariq Bey, and Abdullah Bey. So let's see how many of y'all would really want it instead of try to get stuff for free all the time when I'm on here, because I give y'all enough of my time. So the reason why I'm saying this, people, because I know some of y'all are guilty. You're guilty. Trust me, y'all are guilty. So you don't understand what KRS-One and I, the conversations that we have. And one thing that KRS-One, we was at the Brooklyn Library, and KRS-One was saying that y'all pay for college, y'all pay for universities, right? And a university, a person that didn't go to the university, right, that left school, they pay me to come into the university to speak. That's some crazy stuff, bruh. You really think these people are smart? They're not. Trust me, they're just holding on. And what it is with our people, we want to do things right to fit in. So remember what I was talking about, this book called How to Run a Country? How many of y'all went out and got the book, How to Run a Country? Y'all just get on this feed because y'all ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just going to see what Sabir talk about today, brother. I'm gonna take everything he said. No, what did you learn? So we understand what's happening. So pick your poison on hip hop. I can talk about it all freaking day. Okay. So the reason why I'm doing this because guys like him, and these are the people I be research. I do background search on everybody. You know how the feds and the police do background search on you? Like I do background search on a lot of these people, right? This is the craziest thing ever. I looked at ArmStrong Williams, right? Why do we jump on things that mean nothing? Who cares if they're getting rid of the Black Lives Matters? They didn't respect you anyway. It's just a matter of time. Now every black person is upset and crying because they're taking up Black Lives Matter in DC. Okay. I was in Target yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw my video. I was in Target I had to go buy something for my son. I had to go buy something for my daughter. So I was in Target yesterday. For all you Negroes that talk about Target, I was in Target. Oops. But ArmStrong Williams didn't protest Starbucks, did they? How many of y'all protested Starbucks? Raise your hand. Just be 100. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. I ain't bought no Starbucks since that stuff was happening over in Palestine. Not me. Negroes be like, ain't gonna do with me, brother. What's going on with that DEI? If you think that has something to do with you, I'm still shopping in Target, and I'll be there today. I got to go make me some water. I got to go buy some water today. So I'll be in Target today too. So I'm not a fake and phony dude, but I damn sure didn't spend no money in Target. I mean, in Starbucks. Not at all. Not when you're dropping bombs on children. And Negroes only say things because black people want to be a part of something. I'm not trying to be a part of none of this establishment. Trust me. None of it. I'm here to tear the motherfucker down. My respect is different. I'm not looking for attention. It's respect. Get this book called How to Run a Country. Trust me. And the reason why, because I had an elder called me today, right? From Philadelphia, that knew me since I was young. Yo, it's so funny. They be like, yo, bro, whatever you doing, keep doing. We proud of you in here in Philadelphia, bro. We proud of you. Just don't, from where I came from to where I'm at now, and to see the consistency, he was like, yo, I'm proud of you, bro. And then because I was trying to figure, I was fighting with this, Marcus. Like, I didn't want to use the word coward in there, right? I really didn't. But I said Farrakhan said it one time. Malcolm said it one time. But I was like, I want to be, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't want to go there. But he said, no, brother, be you. And when you hear that from somebody that knows you, they say, brother, don't change for none of these people. Be who you are. So I said, man, I'm going to call it cowards, because most of y'all are cowards. You ain't got it. You scared to do what I do. Trust me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you. So when an elder called me from Philly, I'm on the phone with him. We going back and forth. He said, yo, whatever you do, just keep doing what you're doing, brother. Because trust me, we watching you. We're watching you.
Oh, yeah, keep kicking ass and taking names.
I'm trying to tell you, because I asked Dre. Dre tell you, I called Dre. I said, damn, Dre. Didn't I tell you that, Dre? I'm on the phone with Dre. I was like, I'm like, damn, Dre.
Yeah.
Did I say that to you? I'm like, I don't know, but niggas might think it's the wrong way. Why am I calling names? I'm not calling names. The shoe fit.
Yeah, I was like, you instigating, man. They're gonna come looking for you.
I ain't hard to find. Didn't I say that? I ain't hard to find.
Yeah.
Email me, bro.
Yeah, you be here almost every day. They can find you easy.
Every day, all day, walking down LA, walking in Philly, walking wherever. I don't hide from nobody, brother. You don't see me with big bodyguards, nigga. I don't even think a body. Listen, I bet your bodyguard ain't gonna take a shot for me. That's for damn sure. But I know what it feel like. I know what bullets feel like. Shit. So the reason why I'm saying is, man, because I saw this video with ArmStrong Williams, and people keep emailing me. Where's my brothers at? My brother keep emailing me too. Bush Kid keep emailing me stuff. Brother Bush Kid, I see everything, brother. It's just when it comes across my radar, I speak on it. I keep telling you I'm hip hop, bro. When it comes across my radar, Bush Kid, then I respond to it. But if you want to share some stuff with people, you can come on the feed. But please, you can slow down with the emails, bro, for real, because my email be full. So the thing is, like, when people send me these things, I try to, like, and I don't want to say try, I do respond in my time, but I like to do more investigation in it. Why am I saying this about ArmStrong Williams? Because he's one of the Negroes that in DC. He's in DC. Wake up, every goddamn. You know who ArmStrong Williams is? This nigga, he walk. What the nigga be out early in the morning walking around just trying to find some news or something? Like, what the fuck? He ain't. Hold up. Why he didn't go to the university? Why he didn't go to Georgetown and go find out him? Why he didn't go down here? Why he didn't go to Georgetown to this slave that was a Muslim, which is a Moor? But he all up in the morning every day talking about, yeah, but that's a good thing. Well, Black Lives Matter can be taken up. These niggas jump on everything like a hoe with heat. So let's roll this thing, people. Let it roll. I can't make this up. But y'all got to see what he said. It was too funny to me. Give me 1 second. This was too funny when I saw this. I said, wow, man, we are the worst, brother. And this is why I said a nation of cowards. These dudes are cowards. Listen to what he said. Now, I don't rock with Black Lives Matter. I really don't. But where was he at before all of it? No, but listen. So before they started pulling this stuff up, right? Where was he at speaking on Black Lives Matter negatively? Listen to this.
Lives Matter Plaza is no more. Following the Trump administration threatening to pull funding from the city unless they remove the Black Lives Matter Plaza, Mayor Bowser ordered its removal. Much respect and thank you, Mayor.
Why?
Black Lives Matter is and always has been a complete sham. The leaders of BLM embezzled money. The organization put together riots that caused cities to be burned down.
Listen to this.
And small businesses destroyed. BLM caused far more harm than good, and continue celebrating it has done more harm than good. And it's a slap in the face to every person, including cities and businesses that were harmed, destroyed by.
Hold up. He said that's a slap. It's a slap in the face by calling yourself black.
Them. Thank you, Mayor Bowser. I'm Armstrong Williams.
Listen to this one more time. I can't make this up, y'all.
Black Lives Matter Plaza is no more. Following the Trump administration threatening to pull funding from the city unless they remove the Black Lives Matter Plaza, Mayor Bowser ordered its removal. Much respect and thank you, Mayor. Black Lives Matter is and always has been a complete sham. The leaders of BLM embezzled money. The organization put together riots that caused cities to be burned down and small businesses destroyed. BLM caused far more harm than good, and continued celebrating it has done more harm than good. And it's a slap in the face to every person, including cities and businesses that were harmed, destroyed by them. Thank you, Mayor Bowser. I'm Armstrong Williams.
Yo, if y'all don't see nothing, listen, man. I told you, I'm going to help y'all out one more time. Somebody should get him on the phone. I'll sit with him. But that book I told you, How to Run a Country, it tells you what people do. And you can listen to some of these people because it's like he wanted to get into politics or something like that. I'm like, these Negroes be trying to get into politics, right? I ain't trying to get into politics. Not at all. I come on as a consultant, but I don't want to be into politics, people. So I said back, a slap in the face is calling yourself black. But how about this part? Why don't he educate the people of what a mayor is? Do y'all know what the mayor job is? Anybody on the feed? Come on, y'all, let's go. What's the mayor's job of a city? You should pick up the law.
He's a CEO of the city?
Yeah, definitely. A CEO of a corporation, ain't even a city, of a corporation. All local municipalities are corporate. Prove me wrong. All of them. Instead of him sitting up here talking about, thank you. No, they said that they was going to pull the federally funded money. Didn't they say that? Or let me explain how this works. Instead of him getting over, I'm Armstrong Williams because I'm going to be a politician. If the federal government, right, you have federal, state, and local. You have national, central, united, and central, united, federal. It's 3 or 4 different ones. But for the simple people, it's the federal, state, and local, each one. So the feds, all your stuff comes from the president, the executive orders. If you're getting federally funded money, right? That's like the affirmative action. If you don't hire somebody, that's why they're getting rid of all this stuff. You black folks, that depends on affirmative action, not because your skills. Not because your skills. So Malcolm X said there's a difference between being qualified and competent. I'm going to say this to y'all. Y'all should look up the two. Qualified, competent. I'm not qualified or nothing. I'm competent. See the difference? When you're competent, you go beyond. When you qualified, you limited. Prove me wrong. And I'm going to show you how you've been educated. So this is what is happening. Instead of him educating people that way and teaching people, what is the mayor's job? Let's pull it up. I know some of you black folks that's in attorneys, as in politics, y'all watching this video. I know. Try to prove me wrong. A governmental figure who is generally a principal administrative officer of a city or other municipal. So I need y'all to follow me for a second, all right? Instead of Armstrong Williams trying to sit up here and talk crazy, he should educate the people on what these things are. Hold on, let me pull this up on the screen. Give me 1 minute. I got to go a little deeper. The ceremony duties of a mayor are usually prescribed by statute or municipal charter. It is not law, people, but you do have corporate citizenship. You do have a term called corporate citizen if you pick up a law dictionary. Okay? So it's all business. She's nobody. That mayor in DC is nobody. None of these mayors are nobody, bruh. They're nobody. They're heads of corporations. I know. Prove me wrong. They're all heads of corporations. So let me help y'all out, okay? Let me know when I'm wrong. And I'll take you to the Constitution, okay? Let's
Hey,
go to.
Saba, how many black people you think got paid to build the plaza, and how many you think are going to get paid to tear it down while they walked around and marched around?
I don't even know, but you know they said it's about 600 something thousand. It's going to cost them 600,000. Damn, it should have just left it there, huh?
They
So here's
made money going in and coming out.
you know what I'm saying? But they got Negroes like Armstrong Williams and them. They want jobs, brother. They begging for the job. Bear with me. Let me know when I'm wrong. Here's what a city is: a city, right? A city is a municipal corporation. There it is. Y'all don't get it yet? In most states of the largest and the highest. It's a territory, people. So let me break this down for y'all, to just in case y'all don't understand how this works. It's for municipal corporations, people. Let me give you an example. Y'all ready? I'm gonna give you an example. I'm from Philadelphia, right? So Drexel University, if y'all familiar with Drexel University, it's different than the city of Philadelphia. University of Penn is in Philadelphia. It's different than Philadelphia, city of Philadelphia. Each one has their own security. They do. Each one. That's a jurisdictional thing, right? Just in case, I want y'all to figure it out. I remember when I was up at University of Penn one time, I ran in the bookstore and I double parked outside. The dude tried to give me a ticket. I know y'all ain't got the balls to do this because your conditioning is real. I'm gonna pay the ticket. But what else we gonna do, Sabir? What else we gonna do, brother? I gotta pay the ticket. I do one-on-ones for that too. But anywho, when he ran to me, he was trying to give me a ticket. I said, let me share this with you, beloved. And some of y'all I'm gonna show you the colonized mind of y'all. Some of y'all will probably say, well, brother, you was wrong. Wrong how? I wasn't. I'm not a citizen of University of Penn, nor do I go to the school of University of Penn. You have jurisdiction over them. Those cats, not me. But you're wrong, Sabir. No, I'm right. I don't belong to University of Penn, nor do I belong to Drexel. Now, the car is registered to the state. See how that works? It's totally different. Not the city, to the state. See, y'all don't understand how this thing works because this thing is very complicated. Instead of beating people up, why don't you educate the people of jurisdiction? Because that is important. Jurisdiction is very important. You know what's a good movie that told you how that worked? Remember that movie Negotiator with Samuel Jackson? Y'all remember that movie?
Yes, sir.
Y'all remember that movie? Come on, y'all. Y'all remember that movie, right? When he left outside the building, he said, it's no longer your jurisdiction. Remember that? How are they on the same damn ground? Y'all remember that part in the movie? When he said that, when he went outside, he got outside the building and he said, it's no longer under your jurisdiction. So let me explain to y'all. And if you think I'm lying, I want you to look up the word. Number one, the word juris means law. Let me spell it out for you. I'm going to quote it. Everything has a prefix and a suffix to it. Everything has a prefix and a suffix. Prove me wrong. I bet you when you look it up, you're going to see it, and I'm going to quote it, okay? Juris means one who is versed or skilled in law, who is known by their writings or the laws of nations. One more time. Somebody Google it and make me out of a liar, or pick up a law dictionary. See, this is the type of conversation y'all don't want to have. But we'll make excuses and say, well, what's the point, Sabir? What's the point, Sabir? What's the point, Sabir? What's the point, Sabir? So, juris means law. One who is versed or skilled in law, who is known by their writings or the laws of nations. Diction means to speak. Did somebody look it up and prove me wrong? Diction means to speak. And what did Malcolm X say?
No good diction.
Malcolm said no good diction. So Malcolm knew the dictionary. That's why when you sit a dictionary in front of me, from Oxford to America dictionary to French, Arabic, whatever, which one, I'm going to break it down. Diction means to speak. Juris is what? The prefix. What's the suffix? Juris is law. Diction means speak. So I'm telling this dude outside the University of Penn this story. I'm breaking this down to him. He was freaking confused because the nigga was a parking dude. You don't get it? So this is what is happening with our people. Did you come on campus, USC? Did I go there? No, I didn't get down there. I went to Cal State Long Beach, though. Go watch my video. Punch in YouTube, Sabir Bay, Cal State Long Beach. Sabir Bay, Cal State Long Beach, and you'll see me. I'm in there. How long was I in there? Marcus, I was live. Marcus, what'd you tell me, Marcus? Your head was hurting, you spinning. What'd you say?
It was getting lost in there, B.
You said, Mark, listen, I was live, Marcus. I'm getting lost in this motherfucking nigga. Like, what the hell Sabir got me going through, bruh?
Turning in circles.
Oh, that's Mike. Oh, Mike, come to the feed. Mike, yo, come to YouTube, Mike. Mike is my man who used to come to my class, right, in Long Beach. And he's in law school now. So I'm gonna come down there. I got my daughter with me now, so I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do this, Mike. But Mike used to take my classes in Long Beach. And now he's in law school. And then it's funny because my man Alvin is a judge in Philadelphia, common pleas court judge. He's Alvin Ross. Y'all can look him up. And it was funny because they want me to have lunch with him when I come back. And I said, damn, he used to go to Texas University when I was living in Philly. And he used to come home and say, yo, Sabir, I wish you could be in the classroom with me, brother, to challenge the teacher. Mike said the same thing. Mike wanted me to go. I wish Mike would come to the YouTube. It's funny as hell. Mike said, yeah, you should come down there. I don't want to do that, bro. I would love to do that if they set it up. I would love to come to USC and go at it and record this motherfucker with the professor. Oh my God. Mike, come to my feed, bro. So Mike is actually in law school right now, you know, and I was gonna just go and sit in the classroom. So I studied this thing over 25 years, bro. Over 25 years. He said, I'm listening. He said, I'm in the library listening to you. Mike is crazy as hell. Hold on, let me show you. That's my man, Mike. He's in the library now at USC. So we got to do a class or something inside USC, brother Mike. Let me know, bro. Let me know before I head out of the country. So you can pick up law dictionaries, right? And look up every word that I'm talking about. What Armstrong Williams should be doing is teaching people the Constitution. How about this? Teach the people the Constitution, right? And if you, I don't think the city, I don't think DC has a home rule charter. I'll type it in. Every city goes by this, y'all. Y'all can look it up for yourself. Now they go by this. This is what every city goes by now. Well, you can get them online. They've been going by it. Make me out of a liar. Every city goes by this. Local cities goes by this. This is where you can find the mayor in the mayor's job, the police job, the fire department's job. Home rule charter. I used to stay in Jenkins Law Library, Harrison Law Library, you name it. Thurgood Marshall Law Library. I've been in all of these libraries. But look up the charters. That's where you will find the authority from the police to the judges, to the police, to the mayor, all of them. But I don't think DC has a constitution. Okay? So tell Armstrong Williams, let's bring these things out and educate people on this. Or tell them to call state. This is the state constitution. Everybody should have a state constitution. Everybody should have a federal constitution. This is the federal. This is the state. Federal, state. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. I bet you when you look up, you're going to see it. Every state is a country. What do you mean by that, Sabir? You talking crazy now, brother. This is dumb, Marcus. You talking crazy now, brother.
Nation states.
Let me explain how this works, y'all. So when you go into every courtroom, it will tell you when that particular state was established. It do. Check. Am I lying? Established, and it's round about the 1700s. If y'all don't, probably about the 1700s. Every state is a country. Every state has its own flag. Am I right? Am I wrong? Every state has their constitution. Is it making sense? Look it up. Please look up California. It has their own. I'm from Pennsylvania. I remember sitting outside. This guy, he called me the agitator, right? He's a European. He calls me his son, right? He calls me The agitator. If I call him up, if he pick up his phone, he'd be like, "Oh, the agitator right there." He's a retired attorney, right? He's a retired attorney. So we would sit outside across the street from from the Rittenhouse Square, and he would sit there and call me the agitator, right, all the time. So because he couldn't get me, and I remember him talking to my son Amir, and he tried to thought my son was going to take his side. My son didn't take his side. My son said, "You know who my father is?" This is exactly what Amir said. "You know who my father is? What the hell I look like taking your side?" That's what Amir told him. Right? So he would call me the agitator. So I would say, "Tell me the name of this country." So in Philly, they used to have, you know how they have the banner of the state, they have the banner of the United States, right? That's how they would have it set up. So when you see each one, you have the California flag, they even got the LA flag, California flag, the LA flag, right? The United States banner, each one of them, right? All of them. So every state is a country. Every state has its own constitution. That's what ArmStrong Williams should be teaching, huh? Every state has their own. And y'all, in order for y'all to beat these people, you got to be empowered, brother. Not to join these motherfuckers. No, that's not like that. Not to join them, but you should have it. Let me quote this for y'all. This is the state. This is the federal. In both of them say, Taj is good. Taj is fine. He just staying away from niggerdom. He's 79 years old. Somebody asked me how Taj doing. I need to stay away from niggerdom because y'all will kill somebody, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. You gotta dress some stuff up and be telling lies, man, for y'all to support, bro. You got Taj is good. Listen. Niggas don't care about you until you dead, nigga. Oh yeah, I know him. I'm gonna post a picture up with him. Here you go, right here. Yeah, he was the man, nigga. You wasn't even around. You just was there, caught that picture. So this is the reality. Every state is its own country. They were colonies, people. Please do your research. Y'all should do that. I want you to go online. Seriously, look it up. Look up when the states became states. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look up when the states became states. It'll blow your mind.
They just read one of the articles in the Constitution. They didn't even have to read the whole thing.
You want me to quote it? I'm gonna quote it for you. It says, "Power not delegated to the legislators is reserved to the people." He said, I'm hard on. Damn right, I'm gonna be hard on y'all. What you want me to be soft? Look what he said. You hard on us, brother. You hard on us.
Being soft ain't getting us nowhere. Ain't nobody getting nowhere with this soft shit.
Not even hard, brother. I'm not even hard.
Rep your hood, nigga. You hard, right?
I remember Farrakhan said our people are like that granulated sand. Rough. We hard to deal with. Farrakhan said that. They want to put you to sleep, brother. See, you can pacify some. They say when you pacify somebody, right, you hit them with that Novocaine. And what does Novocaine do? Lure you to sleep. You ain't hear me call nobody a tether, a coon, a mother F, or none of that. I'm not.
I noticed when I share this information.
Hold up. Let me let you see something. Am I sweet on Europeans?
The hell does that mean?
I don't know, because
everybody get equal smoke around here.
Everybody get equal smoke. Nigga, either sweet on Europeans. Nigga, I don't even sweet on Europeans. When you ever hear me say something nice?
Well, what I will say.
Go ahead.
What I will say in my personal experience on my journey so far is that when I talk to people that look like me, they don't want to hear it. Everybody else is listening. So that's what I'm finding.
But this is the thing, and I'm gonna be real with you. I don't take sides. I don't know. I'm not into that black power stuff like you cats, man. That's hypocrites. I'm not into black power, bro. Stop it. This is the crazy part. I deal with truth, and it has no color to it. It has no color to it. Truth is truth. So if I'm speaking to my people now, when a European come my way, you know how many Europeans email me? They tell me that they come on my feed. They'll tell me everything. You're telling the truth, brother, but I can't say what you say. I can't say
what because niggas are sweet on black.
I can't say what you say. And this is the crazy part. You are the ones I'm trying to reach. And I'm talking about the bougie people. You don't never hear me talking about the common person. I ain't talking about the common people. I big up my boy Mike. Ask my man Mike. He's in law school right now. He's on here. Ask him how I am. I told him I choose not to be part of that. He wants to do that, and I will help him out and cheerlead him, but it's not me. So don't rock that way. So if you in your feelings, you can come on my feed, brother. You can come. I'm talking to you on Instagram. You can come to YouTube, baby. So there you go, 1787. So when you research these states, right, which your scholars are the ones that's supposed to be teaching you, not me, not I, right? So each state has their own constitution. So let me ask you a question, right? Each state is own. Each state is their own. I don't know what Stan, what state you in, Stan? He should be, instead of trying to critique
I think
me.
he's in Virginia.
If you're going to critique me, you better be better than me. Okay? So you should be looking up the state that you're in to find out when it began. There you go. He said Virginia. Thank you very much. He says the ego thing. Boy, I swear to God, boy, you are tripping. Dude, did I tell him the difference between confidence and qualified, competent? Like, what's wrong with these cats, man? I don't think he could take my Philly attitude either. But anyway, Missouri. So Missouri was when? 1787 too. I mean, you could tell me live if you want to come on the feed, brother. Let me help you out. Because it seems like you on my Instagram all the time. Let me help you out, fam. Hit the link on YouTube. I would like to talk to you. Okay? Come on. Hit that link. Right? Let's see if you're man enough to do that part. So, every state is a country. United States is something totally different. This country doesn't have a name. You should really give me the name of this country. I told you, go read the 8th grade grammar test. Go read the 8th grade grammar test and watch what it says of Kansas.
Okay? That's why they keep claiming a continent.
Instead, he should be looking up Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. Then he over here talking about I'm from North Philly. Oops, I said North Philly. That's what we used to call it. But anyway, but they're cleaning up North Philly. But the thing is that if you look it up, you'll find it. Look up the 1800s, the 8th grade grammar test. 8th grade grammar test. Look it up. Trust me. You'll be surprised. Come on, y'all.
Direction. Here's a little direction for them.
Okay,
Africa is a continent like this place, right?
There you go, right there. Virginia was 1788. Come on, brother. Why don't you give me Pennsylvania's? We get ready to cut off on Instagram, y'all. So hurry up, because I don't want to be on here forever, because we do have stuff to do, okay? So come on. We should be teaching this. This country doesn't have a name. It don't have a name.
It doesn't. United States.
And that's the crazy part. The weird part about the United States part, that could be anything. They never ask you, you know the weird, when you fill out applications, they ask you, are you a U.S. citizen? And it can mean anything. Have y'all noticed that? None of these documents ever ask you, are you an American?
God bless America.
Am I lying? See, this is the weird part. See, when you come get the lessons for real, you understand. Right? Right?
Because the military definitely don't say America.
The military don't even say that. The military say U.S. military. They don't say American. Niggas that say American Army. And I'm saying niggas, I mean everybody. We say American. That's Gregory cut off. I'll be right back, y'all. So this is the crazy part, right? Ain't that kind of crazy when you think about it? That's kind of crazy, right? We will sit up here and defend the crazy of the craziness, brother. But I'm smart, brother. I have a PhD. I have a PhD. I'm smart, and get mad, talk about egos and everything else. No, brother, you just insecure, brother. That's why he don't even come on my feed. That brother has so much insecurity in him that this is a damn shame. Well, you just want to block me. No, I'm not going to block you. But if you get belligerent, that's a little different. So
imagine trying to educate 100 people with that attitude, how far you would get.
Ain't that crazy, brother? When you're trying to educate people with that, man, that's kind of hard. But that's why I said teaching is harder than learning. So every state is its own country. Every state. So all you got to do is Google it. Look it up. This nigga on everything else but what I'm saying. He's talking about me. You can't talk about me. You don't know me, homie. Talking about me with an ego, brother. No, you don't know me. If I had an ego, you wouldn't be able to talk to me on here. I would have blocked you. So I'm being real. But when you present this information to people, what happens to people, brother, because they've been taught so freaking long. I got one for him. You ready? I got one for him. I'm gonna explain to you that guy. You ready? Marcus, I'm gonna explain to you him, all right? This is him. I swear to God, this is that dude. And you are disrespected if you say you're from Philadelphia, but this is him.
Homonym fallacy happens when someone attempts to discredit someone's argument with personal attacks rather than the substance of the argument itself. Hasty generalization. Hasty generalization, also known as the ad hominem fallacy. The ad hominem fallacy happens when someone attempts to discredit someone's argument with personal attacks rather than the substance of the argument itself. Hasty generalization. Hasty generalization, also known as the overgeneralization fallacy, happens when making a claim based on evidence that is just too small. Red herring fallacy. A red herring is something that misleads or distracts from a relevant or important question. It might be used to change the subject. Tu quoque fallacy. Tu quoque is a technique that intends to discredit the opponent's argument by attacking the opponent's own personal behavior and actions as being inconsistent with their argument, therefore accusing hypocrisy instead of countering the actual argument. Slippery slope fallacy. In a slippery slope argument, a course of action is rejected because, with little or no evidence, one insists that it will lead to a chain reaction resulting in an undesirable end.
What up, Mark? Is that what he just tried to do?
Special pleading fallacy.
He just tried to do that, right? This is what he tried to do. He don't realize I'm equipped for all of this. Hold up. This is what he tried to do. Let's rewind that back one more time for him. He's still watching. Watch, y'all.
In a slippery slope argument, a course of action is rejected because, with little or no evidence, one insists that it will lead to attacking the opponent's own personal behavior and actions as being inconsistent with their argument, therefore accusing hypocrisy instead of countering the actual argument. Slippery slope fallacy. In a slippery slope argument, a course of action is rejected because, with little or no evidence, one insists that it will lead to a chain reaction resulting in an undesirable end or ends. Special pleading fallacy. Special pleading happens when applying standards, principles, or rules to other people or circumstances, while making oneself or certain circumstances exempt from the same critical criteria without providing adequate justification. Loaded question. A loaded question is a question that already contains an assumption. False dilemma fallacy. The false dilemma fallacy, also called the black and white fallacy, occurs when someone misrepresents an issue by offering only two options when more exist, or by presenting the option exclusive when they are not. Strawman fallacy. A strawman fallacy happens when one rebuts an argument.
I mean, it's crazy to think about it. Like, it used to cost millions to advertise on TV, and now, because of streaming,
by misconstruing it. Circular reasoning. The circular reasoning fallacy is an argument that assumes the very thing it is trying to prove is true. Instead of offering evidence, it simply repeats the conclusion, rendering the argument logically incoherent. Appeal to authority fallacy.
Here you go.
It is a form of argument in which the mere fact that an influential figure holds a certain position is used as evidence that the position itself is correct.
He's back.
Appeal to nature fallacy. It's an argument in which it is...
I'm gonna bring this back so he can see what he just did. He don't even realize he did this, y'all. We have 155. I'm gonna take it back just a little bit. I'm gonna go back forward. This is him right here, y'all. So this is what they do. I need y'all to listen.
Okay is a technique that intends to discredit the opponent's argument by attacking the opponent's own personal behavior and actions as being inconsistent with their argument, therefore accusing hypocrisy instead of countering the actual argument. Slippery slope fallacy. In a slippery slope argument, a course of action is rejected because, with little or no evidence, one insists that it will lead to a chain reaction resulting in an undesirable end or ends. Special pleading fallacy. Special pleading happens when applying standards, principles, or rules to other people or circumstances, while making oneself or certain circumstances exempt from the same critical criteria without providing adequate justification.
It is.
Loaded question. A loaded question is a question that already contains an assumption. False dilemma fallacy. The false dilemma fallacy, also called the black and white fallacy, occurs when someone misrepresents an issue by offering only two options when more exist, or by presenting the options as mutually exclusive when they are not. Strawman fallacy. A strawman fallacy happens when one rebuts an argument by misconstruing it. Circular reasoning. The circular reasoning fallacy is an argument that assumes the very thing it is trying to prove is true. Instead of offering evidence, it simply repeats the conclusion, rendering the argument logically incoherent.
Let me explain this to y'all, okay? Have he proved anything about the ego yet? Did he actually argue the facts that I presented about this being a continent, not a country? Did he prove any of those things, but automatically threw it out there? I keep trying to tell you, I know the audience, bro. He had the opportunity to come on the feed and he still can. I'm good at what I do.
Too coquet without no quid pro quo.
Oh my God, brother. And I just got done helping my daughter with her reading and her numbers. Ain't that crazy? What's your excuse, brother? What's his excuse that I was helping my daughter with her numbers and her reading skills, right? And then I burnt my food. What's his excuse not to come on the feed? I'm still waiting, bro. Y'all dudes be having these excuses too much, man. Let's go. Shout out to my sister, Tosh.
Appeal to authority fallacy. It is a form of argument in which the mere fact that an influential figure holds a certain position is used as evidence that the position itself is correct. Appeal to nature fallacy. It's an argument in which it is proposed that a thing is good because it is natural or bad because it is unnatural. It's a fallacy because the unstated primary premise, what is natural is good, is typically irrelevant and an opinion instead of a fact.
Damn.
Composition fallacy. It arises when one infers that something is true of the whole.
Let's pause this for 1 second. Let me explain this to y'all how this works. So facts can be researched, analyzed, and proven, and beliefs are what people believe in. Facts, this is from an 8th grade American civics book. It's in my head. And I think that's why he gets mad. Facts can be researched, analyzed, and proven, and beliefs are what people believe in. Because most people build up, they actually do research to back up their belief system. It's a fact. So, give me 1 second. This is why facts is facts. Facts are facts. Not my belief system. I don't deal with belief system. I deal with facts. And I cross-reference everything. I don't go online trying to find nothing. Maybe that's why he's upset with me, Brother Marcus. But let's move forward.
From the fact that it is true of some part of the whole. Division fallacy. The division fallacy occurs when one reasons that something that is true for a whole must also be true for all or some of its parts. Affirming the consequent. Affirming the consequent is the fallacy of taking a true conditional statement, such as, if the lamp were broken, then the room would be dark, under certain assumptions like it is nighttime and the windows are closed, and invalidly inferring its converse, the room is dark, so the lamp must be broken. Anecdotal fallacy. The anecdotal fallacy occurs when people use their limited personal experience to draw sweeping conclusions about a given topic. Appeal to emotion fallacy. It's a technique characterized by the manipulation of the other person's emotions in order to win an argument, especially in the absence of factual evidence. Burden of proof fallacy. The burden of proof lies with the one who makes a claim, not the one who denies it. The burden of proof fallacy happens when a person tries to remove their need to provide proof for many reasons. No true Scotsman fallacy. It's an attempt to defend a generalization of a certain group by excluding any counterexamples for not being pure enough. Texas sharpshooter fallacy. The Texas sharpshooter fallacy takes its name from the metaphor of a gunman shooting and then drawing targets around the bullet hole clusters to make it look like he hit the target. It illustrates how people first figure out what their conclusion is and then go looking for data that supports it, ignoring differences and randomness.
That's true.
Suppressed
Lord Jamal.
The attempt to redefine one of...
You say Lord Jamal? That's why I know all these cats. That's Lord Jamal. Y'all don't get that. And it's not a knock on my people. I just want y'all to understand what these Europeans be studying, bro. That's why they study everything about you. That's why they study stuff about you. We just want to be over here with the oppressed, brother. It's Black Lives Matter, brother. But the black man is God and the black man is not God. God is consciousness, people. God is consciousness.
Two mutually exclusive options so that one alternative encompasses the other, thus making one alternative impossible. Something like, I need to know if we should stop for lunch or not. You are either hungry or not hungry, which is it? If being hungry means being able to eat, I am always hungry. Personal incredulity fallacy. It's committed when the arguer presumes that whatever is true must be easy to understand or to imagine. Ambiguity.
They didn't invent nothing. We invented this stuff. That's why you got to study philosophies. We invented this stuff. They just bastardized it. Period. It's nothing that this European came up with. Nothing. He got it from your ancestors. You just been knocked in your head, black man, black woman.
Fallacy. It happens when an unclear phrase with multiple definitions is used within the argument. Therefore, it does not support the conclusion. This is about you,
Leonard. This is definitely about you. I want you to come on the feed.
Genetic fallacy. The genetic fallacy is the act of rejecting or accepting an
Could be a
argument
man.
solely on the basis of its origin rather than its content. Middle ground fallacy. It's the fallacy that the truth is always in the middle of two opposites. Affirming a disjunct. The affirming a disjunct fallacy occurs when, given an either or scenario, you wrongly assume that if one statement or outcome is true, the other one cannot be true.
You're not on YouTube, bro. I want him to come on YouTube. You're not on YouTube. Stop lying, brother. I'm gonna let the world see. You're not.
Appeal to tradition. It happens when we ignore the evidence that we should change because we have been doing something for a long time. Sunk cost fallacy.
You're not on YouTube,
The
bro.
sunk cost fallacy is our tendency to continue with something we've invested money, effort, or time into, even if the current costs outweigh the benefits.
College.
Appeal to ignorance. It happens when someone asserts that a proposition is true because it has not yet been proven false, or that a proposition is false because it has not yet been proven true. Continuum
hole.
fallacy.
Hold up. Let's
It's
go
the
back.
argument that two
Let's go
states
back.
or conditions cannot be considered distinct or do not exist. Appeal to ignorance. It happens.
Okay, so let's stop right there for 1 second. See, this is the thing about when I'm giving this to you, you think I'm against somebody, and I'm not. I'm showing you what how they playing y'all. This is called art of deception. This says appeal to ignorance. Brother Philip, appeal to ignorance. That's what it says. Right?
Provocations.
So if you believe, I'm talking to the scholars. Advertisement as a case study. Let me explain this to you how this works. It tells you advertisement as a case study. It talks about sex, geography, and age. Sex, geography, and age. Sex, geography, and age. Those three. That's what it is, right? So if you study what advertisement means, advert means to be aware of. Advert means to be aware of. Advertisement. It means to be aware of. So this is why even when I say our people, because our people, we have to hold them accountable. We have to hold them accountable. I don't need to hold no European accountable, brother, because I don't even associate with them like that. If you put me in a room with them, then you'll see me roll. I don't have to hold them accountable. I'm holding the people who claim to be smart amongst the black people accountable, not them. Okay? We're not, listen, they're not the ones that run around here shooting us. Oh, yes, it is. The cops is. We do more killing of each other than anybody else, brother. We do
Fact.
more. This is a fact of a fact, brother. We do more killing of each other than anybody else. Period. We do the killing. Period. So I guess my brother Leonard on here. So let me explain this to y'all. Facts, as you know, can always prove true. They can be counted, measured, and documented in some way. Opinions are what people believe in or think, because people often use facts to back up their opinions, and that's all I'm giving to you. I'm not here. I don't rock with no universities, brother. I could tell you the oldest university in the world is by an African. You should know this, period. You should know the oldest university is by a woman. We don't know those things. I'm not a professor at none of these universities, but I do know that for a fact. The University of Al Qarawiyyin is by a sister. It's not.
We didn't have universities in slavery, bro.
No, and this is what is happening. This is why Karis One will always say, "Why are we pushing slavery as if that's a badge of honor or it's something to be proud of?" When everybody went through slavery, we all went through slavery.
Hey, that was dope. Y'all need to get that film.
They need to get it.
SevereBayRadio@gmail.com.
My thing is, brother, this is the thing, and I don't really blame our people like that. It's our parents who pushed that on us. My father never pushed it. My mother was a little different. My father was like, yeah, nigga, nah. You know, my pop was different. My pop told us how to build things with our hands, bro. That's what my father did. And the key is
That's what we do.
No, that's what we do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. You loud and clear.
Mike, check. What's first of all, I want to say it's a pleasure, brother. It's an honor.
No doubt.
But I don't think you remember me, man. We go way back. So I was trying to throw you a little bird.
Hold on. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. Let me get your camera on so I can see who this is, man. Because I
You
got.
ain't gonna recognize me. I put on some weight and got some hair on my face, so you
Hey
won't
man,
recognize.
listen. Hey man, you better leave that food alone, brother. I keep trying to tell y'all this, man. Leave that
Well,
food alone. It's killing us,
I live a sedentary life. I happen to be an artist, so I'm kind of stationary because of my line of work. So I said it.
But listen, nothing's like your temple, brother. And I tell people this all the time.
Absolutely.
Nothing. Like when I leave the United States, I go take a breather. I don't even eat meat. It's been, if you know me, you know I never ate meat. Then if that's the case, so when I leave, even when I thought I was at the best of me, right? I went overseas, brother, and I feel so much better every time I come back. I'd be like, damn, I get poisoned and get sick every time I fly back here. Every time I fly back here. But
the American diet is horrible. We know this.
And that's what the lady told me when I was in Portugal. We was in Portugal. She said the money's good, but the food is poison.
Hey, I'm gonna make you have to say Portugal. You're gonna start with that Portugal because I'm gonna fight you. That's one.
You gonna fight me with Portugal?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you with Portugal. You gonna say Portugal or we gonna fight? We just gonna take it out back, homie.
Portugal? He said that's what we say back in Philly. We're gonna take it out back. But no, he's telling you the truth. That's how we did it.
So I actually reached out to you initially a few months ago, I think, because I had my little man behind me. I was interested in doing some children's book things to kind of touch on some of the stuff that you touch on.
You did hit me up. I did. You did hit me up. I responded to you.
So I'm an illustrator.
I responded to you.
Right. Yeah, we chatted a bit. But that's not what I'm hitting you now. But I'm just trying to refresh your memory of who I am. So I met you in Camden at the roundtable sessions with Taj.
Wow, throwback. So let me explain to y'all what he's talking about. The round tables we used to have in Camden, New Jersey, at Brother Aleem's house. There was a brother named Aleem. He passed away some time ago. Most people don't even know. And this is where we would go.
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is what we're giving them. They don't know the history. So we used to have classes there, and when you had problems, this is where you would go at. We don't have those things anymore. But that's what he's talking about. It used to be the Morris Order of the Round Table. That's what it was called.
Well,
go ahead.
So, and then that evolved into a friendship with. So I came there by the way of Kamar. So
Kamar. Let me help y'all out. He giving up names. I'm telling y'all. So
come on, soldier.
Y'all who Kamar is, right?
Come on, soldier.
So Kamar Gabrielle, which y'all probably don't even know. I got a cassette tape. It's called From the Womb to the Courtroom. So I'm going to help y'all out. So what happened, Kamar is the one that brought me into it. And now I know exactly who it is, brother.
That's right. Assalamu alaikum.
Yo, niggas allowed to have you talk to
that. I'm just poking at you, bro. I'm
how crazy this is, dude. Now, yo, this is so funny, dude. So Kamar is the person that actually brought me into it. Kamar, his name is Kamar Gabrielle. And in most of the lesson books, you will see Kamar's name on it. There was another brother named Zukan. Most people don't know. See,
Zukan's still alive and kicking and throwing in my ass, but yeah, we still good.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you stories. I'm giving y'all stories of how Zukan. I seen Zukan at a Doomday in Philly.
All right. That's what's up.
This nigga is on something totally different. Zukan told me.
We bump heads all day, bro. Like, yeah, me and the brother, we bump heads.
I know. Zukan told me this. When I first got into this, he said, trust me when I tell you, Sabir, you're going to get tired of this shit. This was years ago. This is almost 30 years ago. He told me you're going to get tired of this shit. I never forget it. I said, no, nigga, I ain't going to never get tired of this. That's what he said. I saw Zukan in a Doomday I think it was a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. And we were walking, and he said, you ain't tired of this shit yet? I can tell you where we was at. We was on 20th and South, and he was. I bumped into him there. I had my son with me because my son was born, and he said, "You ain't tired of that shit yet?" He was telling me something about going out of space or something crazy, man. I don't even know. But anyway, y'all don't know a lot of these people walked away from this information. Kamar walked away. So the brother that he's mentioning is Kamar Gabrielle, who brought me into this. And I never forget this. I used to have a Sunni beard, Muslim beard. I got pictures of all that shit. And Kamar invited me to his house. Kamar told me to pick up a dictionary. And I swear, bro, I took the jalabia off, the kufi off, my beard got cut. I'm in this dude's house like sun up to sundown. And the Kamar was telling me about what, and again, y'all don't know who he is. Kamar is one of the ones that was helping Val, for the record, Queen Val. Just in case y'all don't know the stories behind this. So if you go to the videos, when y'all see Val with the white on, my son is sitting in my son that got killed, Amir. He's in that room, and I'm sitting in it. Y'all probably wouldn't know it's me because it didn't have no locks, right? Kamar would tell me the stories of dealing with these Moors, and he got fed up. Real rap. He moved and gave me his house at that time. So those videos, that overstanding the language of law videos y'all watching, that was Kamar's house. Both of those videos, the driving versus traveling, that was Kamar's house. I was renting the house off of him, but he gave up because he said, I'm cool. And I think Kamar moved and had children, bro. He's chilling.
Yeah, he got 2 kids.
2 kids, right? You follow me? And I love that brother. And I love what he did for me, period. I mean, even though we went through our differences, but I love what that brother did for me. You know what I mean? Because he brought me, I didn't meet Taj until 2 or 3 years later. People thought it was Taj. It wasn't Taj. It was Kamar. And Kamar was the one that told me to go to Camden, New Jersey. That's who it was.
Y'all gotta appreciate one good brother that'll turn the lights on for you.
And that's what happened. You have great brothers, man. And even him, I mean, it's brothers who's been in this thing, man, and just walked away because they look at it, but what's the value in doing this? You know, Hakeem Bey, another great brother, walked away because there's no value in this, brother. And I look at even what Taj is going through. Taj is 79 years old. And for people to say that Taj was selling paperwork to people, Taj never sold no paperwork to people. And stuff like that can actually really, you know, make you sick, really, for real. And people don't understand it. And you got to fight.
Taj was a great guy, man. Genuine dude.
Oh, see, he's still good, man.
I mean, on my bad. I mean, I'm just talking about when I knew him back 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
When I was dealing with it. I actually did book in Kamar's apartment over there in Lawnside.
Yeah.
We basically bunkered down for a couple months in the summertime over in Lawnside.
Yeah.
And grinded out them books.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but back to where I was originally saying that, you know, I think the way to get to our people again, a lot of it is, you know, you need visuals. Because at the end of the day, black men are just not taught and trained to read anymore. And unless you can draw them in with certain things that you're competing with on TV and stuff, you got to be able to draw them in. And so I think it's kind of, and it's one of the reasons why I kind of left really a lot of these groups and stuff is they're rigid in how they approach. They're not able to change with the times. And so I look at it, me and Lucan just in the last couple weeks had a big argument / blow up over what we consider educated earth brothers versus the fly brothers in the streets. And so my point to him was, when you look nationally at the brothers who are able to start their labels, buy parts of NFL teams, do all these big things, that typically the brothers who we consider to be the fly boys from the streets. These people are very intelligent. They might not be studying what you're studying, but they're very intelligent. It's the Jay-Z's and the 50 Cents, and these are the guys that are movers and shakers, but they don't come from the same regimented, you got to wear Chinese collar type shit.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
They don't get caught up in that. And so we get caught up in poo-pooing our brothers because they dress a certain way. Instead of saying, okay, let's move, let's use this black thing and as a catch-all, the same way white folks do. They are white and they're Americans. So I don't understand why we can't be black and American. But they use it as their advantage. They gain numbers and they gain power by all the numbers. And we think that they are the biggest population in the world just because they all claim their whiteness. But we sitting here telling brothers, don't claim your blackness. Two things can be true. You can be black and Moorish and American. Or as you say, the United States, whatever. But be so rigid into these things that are written 60 years ago. And I would bet you the noble Joe Ali would change some of his rhetoric if he was living in this day and time to be able to reach and spread his net further. But we so caught up into some We caught up in some pages that are so old, they're not even they're in different colors now. They tan and broke up, and like we still caught up in the. We gotta be rigid in how we follow this, and they gotta dress a certain way and speak a certain way. In the most affluent brothers, talented brothers, we letting them go run off and put money in the pockets of the European because we don't want to deal with them.
You know what?
Can
I say this real quick, brother? And I agree with you. Let me tell you the hell I caught. And I don't know if you heard me, and I say this a lot. I caught hell for Moors. Lord, I caught hell for because I don't belong to a temple.
Because everybody wants to defend their crown. They want to defend their like it's not about defending, so we so fragmented. We're going to defend the Ansars going to defend their thing, and the 5% is going to defend their thing, and this but everybody can just be black. Because we can claim that as a catch-all, just like you doing business. ABC might be owned by Johnson and Johnson and ABC, and you got all different conglomerates up under one umbrella. And they so powerful because they ain't got to be, fighting with each other. They under one umbrella.
I know, but this is the thing. Let me explain this to y'all why. And I'm glad he came on because I want y'all to hear me. Because it's weird because I don't care about, and I said this many times. You can say you black. I say this all the time. But when you put me in the room, don't expect me to say that. I'm going to say X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to explain. It's the same thing with me with Christians, right? I don't beat people because of what they are. People, if a Christian say, I'll be like, then they ask you, Sabir, what are you? I'll be like, what are you? If they tell me they're a Christian, I'll be like, I'm a Christian like you. Or if you say I'm a Jew like you. I'm not going to argue with you. But at the same time, now people over here say, brother, you're not keeping it real. It's not about keeping it real. When I started traveling, brother, I seen so much. It opened up so much to me sitting in these countries for like 3 or 4 months. It made me, and I say this all the time. When I came back, I tell this to small many people. I felt like I was lost, brother. I said I was colonized.
Okay, can I say
Come
something?
on, bro. Talk that
this
truth,
is you
man.
lose me a lot of times, bro. And I come on a lot. I've been, I peek in a little bit because I stay busy and I peek in for a while and I come on back out and I come back and I check and I peek in with you. But I think it's disingenuous to blame most of us who can't travel abroad and then use that against us. For instance, you went and like you said, you go, you see plaques, you go over here, you see certain books, you go. So you have been opened up to some shit that most of us is never going to be opened up to. Then you can't come back and come to us as a scholar now and say, all you motherfuckers should be scholars.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me say this.
Blame your
If I go
scholars.
to a dentist, I might know some shit about dentistry, but I expect him to be a master at it. If you claim to be a teacher and a scholar, you can't expect me to be on your level on that. I trust you to do your part. I'm an artist. You come to me for art, I'm going to master art and give you the best product ever. I wouldn't expect you to say, why you can't draw. My gift is my gift. Your gift is to talk and teach. Do that. But don't come to me and say you should be talking and teaching too. Because we ain't all born with the gift.
Why? Everybody on this feed can travel. I don't say
no.
Listen to me, brother. Listen to me. You gotta listen to me.
Your old autistic child.
Listen, you gotta hold up. You gotta listen to me. Let me explain why I'm saying this. If we can go to New Orleans and spend $4,000 for a football game,
okay,
you can travel the world. Let me tell you why most people are stuck, right? And
hold on. Before you say that, yes, black people do that, and we're on the bottom rung of society. But white people at the top of society, and they do it more than we do.
We're not talking about them. We're not.
No. But we got to compare.
Listen, we're not talking about them.
Okay, go ahead.
What we can do. Let me tell you what holds our people back. And I tell people this. Most people, the reason why, and I get pissed at rappers because rappers can do it too. They can do that. The best teaching or the best education is to travel the world. And they'll tell you that. They'll tell you that's the best education.
I agree.
Now, when you say we don't, I can leave from Newark.
But how many, let me say percentage-wise, how many percentage-wise?
You should be saying how many percentage-wise. Listen, you should say how many people have passports. This is the weird thing when I was in London. I was sitting in a barrister's house, her and her husband. They opened up their doors for me. We sitting in the house. She said, and it's not me. You can go online and you may hear people say this. I'm sitting in their house and we up till 4 o'clock in the morning, sister. And she said, oh, at birth, we get passports, right? This is what she said. She said,
wow.
I swear at birth, my nigga, they get passports.
Wow.
And the traps that we get caught up.
Hold on. Time out. Who is we and
Listen,
why?
I just told you who I just said. I just said who it was, a sister, right? Okay.
No, okay. You said we don't get the passports.
We black people in the States don't get passports. How many of our people? That's why I said how many are
do other coaches here in America get these passports?
Bro, I'm not concerned. They do, but I'm not concerned. I'm talking about us. You talking about why we don't leave?
We're not in the vacuum. You're not being fair to us.
What I'm saying to you is that we stop making excuses. I'm going to tell you some of the excuses why we don't have them. Okay.
Jokes and excuses.
So the key reason why most don't have is people have a child support issue. Let's be a buck with this.
Absolutely.
Most people amongst us. This is why and again, sometimes you can't really dictate who you're going to have a child by because the mother could be spiteful. My boy's going through it right now. Good father, truck driver. Mother's putting them through it, bro. I understand that. Some of your rappers, I can name some rappers that didn't have it. You know Flavor Flav didn't have it until he went into that Flavor of Love and they paid off his child support. You know that?
I'm about to call your homie there, Flavor Flav, for always
I can tell you the story about him. I can tell you about Rakim. I can tell you about a lot of these motherfuckers that y'all don't know. Trust me. So the key people is
I actually opened up for KRS-One.
Huh?
I actually opened up for KRS-One.
But the key is that you have to have a person that's around you, brother, and you can't get caught up in it. That's what I mean. So what we do is make excuses up on why. I'm not concerned about Europeans. Both of my children, my son is only 2. He get ready to get a passport. My daughter has hers. She had it since she was born. Why am I doing it? Because the best thing I'm going to do for them is to travel to what? Learn languages, learn culture, learn. There's a young girl right now that came out of, she's told her mother.
But again, in the real, okay, but let's deal with the real world. In the real world. How many black men do you think have the wherewithal? Hold on. To travel the world, to get knowledge.
Well, most people don't, but you're supposed to encourage people to do that.
No, I get that. You can encourage folks and say this is a great opportunity to do some other thing. But the bulk of us are painters. We doing some plumbing, we cutting hair, we don't have the time or the money.
Can I help you out how that works? Can I tell you how this works? Because you see how you keep making excuses. I'm gonna show you how it works.
Keeping in mind, we are poor as a nation here. So the bulk of us live in poverty.
Can I say something real quick?
If I just sit up here and said how much money we would get together for a Super Bowl game, we're not poor, brother. Where did that money come from?
Rex 84.
And they're not gonna not spend the money on the Super Bowl. They're gonna fight you on that because this is my money. I earned it. That's what I want.
Bulk of us don't have disposable income to throw away on Super Bowl trips.
They did it, brother. Hold up. Do you know? I just played a video the other day. Do you know how much they said a steak was? It was. Do y'all see that video I showed the dude with the steak?
$1,000
steak. And they said how many steaks they sold during the Super Bowl. They said over 100 or 200 steaks.
200.
200 steaks, right? I said, wait a minute. I'm scratching my head like, where these niggas get this money from? I'm trying to figure it out.
Let me help you figure some stuff out. So
Sabir.
What's up?
I just want to add to this, man, because the topic of conversation of travel. I'm gonna be honest, like. I finally went myself and got outside the country. You know what I'm saying? I was able to go over there and, you know what I'm saying? I deal with child support, but at the end of the day, I handle debt. So it's like, I get both sides of it, but I'm literally, and I've been through the system, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I put 2 and 2 together. I put one foot in front of the other. It took me probably a year to make all of my arrangements. You know what I'm saying?
Here you go.
And bro, I was in Egypt chilling, bro. Straight up.
And this is all I'm saying.
Straight up, bro.
You have to, because it took me a while. My brother Clyde told me to get a passport. I was like, and I'm not beating people. I'm just saying I understand why. I don't have things that's going to tie me here. I don't spend money on a car note. That's insane. I'm gonna spend $600 on a car note just to go from work and go back home. So I'm not going to do certain things for what? Why? Though, listen, one thing that Umi said to me when I was overseas, Yasim's mother, most def, She said the world is too vast to suffer in one place. The world is too vast. So when she was telling me, I'm like sucking it in. And she said, leave, Sabir. Travel the world. Take your children, let them see the world.
Come on,
I
brother.
don't.
That's
Everyone can do
reality
that.
for the bulk of us. That's not reality.
Brother, but for whoever it fits, it's not for you. Then it's for anybody who it fits with.
Let me say this. Because I want to get to another point. But
Rex,
even if we could travel, most of us would travel.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Can I say this? It ain't even about necessarily leaving the country, because, bro, this country, this land itself has plenty of history. You know what I'm saying? From different cities to states.
So you can't get more history than Philadelphia here.
It is a
No.
mindset, brother. That is all it is.
Thank you. There we go.
Mindset.
It's a mindset. So,
but okay.
Rex 84 and full of
somebody told me, you know what somebody told me when people say but, be careful with the buts. So let me move forward. Let me explain myself.
Out of respect.
Let me explain myself so people can understand this. So don't ever think that I'm beating us up. I just want y'all to expand it and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I can leave out of Newark Airport, Alohi, did it many times. Do you know how much it costs for me to leave out of Newark Airport to go to Portugal again?
Portugal, man.
Don't worry about which way. Portugal. You know what I'm talking about, right? I was there. So you trying to check on the language,
Checkmate.
bro? Should I play
Checkmate.
that song by Keras One called Lingo?
I'm just fucking with you, homie. Go ahead.
Keras One got a song called Lingo. Y'all should listen to it.
Checkmate.
So what happens? You can fly out of there for probably $385. I did $385. I did $455. Newark Airport. I live on the West Coast now. Do you know how much it cost me one way to leave here to come to Philadelphia? $600 one way. Do you know how crazy that is? That I can go across the world to Morocco or Portugal or Spain and pay $300 or $400? Really? Round trip, that is.
Sabir.
What's up,
bro? I was just saying, man, if we gonna be honest, man, like if we just gonna boil it down, what people gotta accept is accountability, man, because at the end of the day, I know that, man, I done seen people hustle up a few $100s and sit up and blow it all.
Can I say something? Even
you know what I mean?
I think
come on, man.
Arguing backwards, because for one, typically when you go to the round table, for instance, or you would go to the Nation of Islam when I was coming through, or whatever, church, whatever, there's typically 30, 40, 50 people that are there to get the lesson. And it's one person typically teaching it. So that just tells you everybody is not here to teach. There are very few people that can take knowledge and regurgitate it back to people in a way that they can learn from it. So if you can do that, be grateful that you can do that, and don't throw shots at people who can't and don't even have that. Hold on. Who don't
even in church, they tell you to be
trying to get your attention.
I got a
even
brother
in
who
church,
got
they
straight
tell you to
A's
be a living
growing up.
testimony
My
to the
young
world.
brother, you're younger than me. I was getting C's and D's in school, but he comes to me every day for advice. Because just because you can learn some things still don't mean you can apply it. Still don't mean you can teach it. So to hold people to that standard, and for you to browbeat people the way you do, respectfully, to browbeat the average black man who can't.
Who's the average black man I do that to?
If you can't apply it, you didn't learn it.
Hold up. No, you said that. Let me explain, because I got to keep remembering this. It's never the common person. Everybody on my feed talks to me constantly. I'm not talking to you if it doesn't apply. If you throw that rock in the crowd and the dog barks, it meant for them. So when I'm speaking on a broader scale. I'm speaking to certain people that you may not know that's watching my videos. That goes for these professors, these scholars, these educators. I'm not talking to my common people. What, you want me to take time and say, okay, I'm gonna talk to this, but I don't say names for a reason. So when I speak, I don't care which way you interpret it. Listen to what I'm saying to you. That's your interpretation. I'm telling you, listen to me. I'm telling you who I'm talking to, because you don't know who I'm talking to. They're sitting here.
We're listening to the same message, brother. I hear what he's saying.
Receiving your message as.
Don't worry about how my message is my message. This is the key.
You know how
family. We don't get on. I don't get on this feed and say "fuck you," you a bitch, you a dumbass like most of them, and people go to them. I don't do that.
Not in so many words.
I don't have to.
The reception is bad.
I'm free. I can do that. But
you
my
basically say that we're ignorant,
brother.
We're
I don't. You're if hold up. Let me, brother, chill.
Somebody reception bad. The Wi-Fi ain't lit.
Ignorance only means that you don't know. Ibn Khaldun has
that's
a
all
book.
it is. No,
That's all ignorance.
hold on, no. You
Brother,
impersonate
listen to
us.
what I'm saying to you, bro.
You
Ignorance only
impersonate
means
us.
that you don't know. I never said you were dumb. I never said nobody stupid. So the so-called white man thinks you're that way.
When you hit the black voice, you strike a chord to me how Donald Trump does us.
Who cares?
Where
I'm supposed to.
Where you hit us with the black voice, but I don't.
Supposed to.
I need to hear your.
Is it getting your attention? Is the question? Is it?
Because your argument seem to only be one-sided.
It's never one-sided. Did you just see what I just showed you?
You are very condoning of how Europeans treat us, and then
brother, listen. I'm from Philly. Say you from Philly. I'm talking about what we do to each other. I'm not talking about them. My son,
you was a scholar,
brother. I don't listen. I don't call myself those things. Stop. So listen to me. I have an issue with my people killing each other. My son was killed by my people, not by a European. So you don't know why I'm going through what I'm going through. Why I'm saying, listen to me. Until you experience this, brother, you can't say nothing to me.
Well, I lost the child, but I ain't losing the violence. But
okay, that's my point. So when my point of my people killing my people, just like the young boy that got killed, the silly stuff that happened in Texas when a 5-year-old got shot, nigga, it ain't the white man that's doing it. You can blame him all day long.
It's the condition that we're in.
So now, if I'm saying to you the conditioning, and I'm trying to fix it, right? Saying, look, educate yourself, travel, and it's not this travel because wherever, right? You can travel.
I disagree on that because I don't.
That's on you, brother. That's okay.
If you take on the task of going to get that knowledge and bringing it back to your
brother,
people, hold on,
brother.
Don't complain. If you pick up that mantle, then don't complain.
I'm not doing. I don't listen, family. I don't
get in here and do the work and not just
ever. You're not listening to what I'm saying to you.
I listen a lot.
You're not listening to me. So if you understand me,
I've been around.
Let me explain this to you.
Both.
Let me explain to you,
project,
brother. I'm trying to tell you about me.
I know both arguments.
I'm telling you about me. Listen to me. I said this to Phil Valentine in New York. Never forget this. Phil Valentine said, "You're the ambassador of the Moors." I said, "Phil, I don't want that." Ask King Simon. Ask anybody who was at that lecture. I don't want to be a part of none of that. You never heard me say I'm a scholar. You never heard me say I'm a diss. I distanced myself from that because I'm a regular human being.
Present yourself
don't put me there, brother. If I say
you present yourself on your platform,
it doesn't matter what, brother. Don't tell me to hold up. I'm living it. I can only live in me, right?
If you get on here and you say to other people, "Bring me your best," to me that says I'm as good as them. You say bring your scholars.
You're not obviously not the best. Then that's what it is, though. I'm not talking.
What's wrong with that, brother? What's wrong with that?
Battle scholars. I'm assuming
only debate my equal
or above.
So the key is again, you're not that person. Then
Dr. Ben, they don't go back browbeating their people.
Listen, family, you out of your mind.
Hold on, I lost your sound, bro.
You crazy if Dr. Ben
lost your sound.
You must didn't watch Dr. Ben videos, bro.
I lost your sound.
Respectfully,
brother. Trust me.
He must never watch all Dr. Ben's stuff.
I got a lot of love for you, but I still can't hear you.
Listen. He must never watch all Dr. Ben's stuff.
Can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me? You can hear me, right, Marcus?
Yeah,
you good.
So this
Rex in effect. Check, baby, check.
Listen, I didn't watch Dr. Ben. I didn't been around him. I didn't seen it. I didn't have conversations with people y'all probably wouldn't even know I knew. I was around the dude with Malcolm X's right-hand man. You know what he told me? The dude, Earl Grant. I met him. I showed you all the pictures, right? He sat back and told me this question. He said that when you were saying, and when y'all say the white man is the devil, you're not a threat. When you just like saying black power and stuff like that, you're not a threat. He said when Malcolm X started telling the people the game, he became a problem. So when I'm telling you the game of how the system is being played and how our people are part of that game, I'm telling you, everybody, nobody's off limits with me.
Let me ask you. So okay, hold on.
Let me explain this, brother. If I'm saying nobody's off limits, and when I'm speaking, I did radio in Philly. I know these cats. I was in rooms with our people. I was a black radio station, WRD. There was attorneys that didn't like what I was saying because I was telling them the game that was going on. I used to sit in the sheriff's office with all kinds of people on Broad
I
Street.
get all that. I understand. I mean,
Okay, so
I
don't
would
say
love to get
my
after this.
people's sides.
And that's the big part of the problem, I think, for black folks is this. The main thing is we don't get the same support from our talented 10 leadership.
You breaking up,
Who
brother.
are you?
Hold on.
You breaking up.
Okay, I'm
Who
sorry.
are you?
So
yeah, hold on. Can I finish this point real quick?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that at the top of the Korean population here, they just the 76ers. Let me just give you a quick story. The 76ers was trying to build a new situation downtown.
I know about that. In Chinatown.
So when they
I told that story.
Nations got together, Chinese.
Brother, you breaking up bad, man. You breaking up bad. But let me tell the story because he keep breaking up. So I spoke on that, and I can't keep repeating this. They want to build a stadium in Chinatown, and China said no. The problem is we have our own people that is selling us out. So you have to hold the politicians accountable, and you cannot hold them accountable if you don't know what the laws are. That's the key. So if you don't know what the laws are, if I just told you about the state constitution,
but
it's no
real
but.
quick. Real quick, I just want to add something to that. The typical Asian store owner doesn't know it either. He relies on his leadership to grind for his people. Hold on.
Sure about that? You sure about that?
That ain't brother. That ain't true.
That's not true, bro. That's not true.
Bring me your black leaders.
Can I tell you these conversations with other people? I get in every time I get into a car that's somebody with this different nationality. I start poking and prying, and they don't know next to shit. Most of these people don't know nothing,
dude. That's like us. We don't know.
Okay,
either.
then, but the difference is at the very top, their talented 10 is getting shit done where ours is.
Where's our talented 10 at? The ones that y'all look at.
That goes against the laws of nature, bro. They can't do it for them. They can't do it for them. You got to pull your own weight, bro.
Only so many people get to sit at the table.
But
the whole community don't get to come sit at the table.
Where are our people at that you're pushing like that? Listen, I'm from Philly. I see the bull crap even over here. Let me tell
Philly,
you.
Detroit, wherever you want to go. Same situation.
Let me explain this to y'all. How this was. I used to hustle on 22nd Street in Philadelphia. And anybody know this thing is a famous thing that we used to do. We used to eat rice and gravy, shrimps and rice, and beef fried rice, stuff like that, right? I go to a Chinese store on 22nd and Catherine. And I remember I used to always go there because I wasn't eating meat at the time. I just get rice and gravy.
Oh, the orange chicken. I remember this.
Remember that, right? Rice and gravy.
I wasn't chicken, homie.
Right? It wasn't even orange chicken. Let me tell you how this went. Again, if you say you ask the right question, like I said in iRobot, you got to ask the right
You must
question.
always ask the right question.
The crazy part, it's not even orange chicken. They took me in the back. They put it in a bucket and they put this like a yellow stuff on it. They don't even season it like we do, right? They would spray it. It's in a jar. It'd be like a jar, and they would just spray it on the chicken, right? So the girl name was Lynn. That joint was shut down for a long time. So they moved. So she said, "Why don't you never eat what the rest of people eat?" You know what I asked? I said to her, I said, "Why don't you eat it?" See the difference? And she's telling me, she said, "No, we don't eat that in where we at." She said, "This stuff we give MSG, the food. This is why I told you about the food that you're eating. You're killing yourself. The MSG, they said they feed that to their animals to kill their animals. Why do we still eat it? So if I'm telling you this, why you keep doing it? If I'm telling you this is the cause of the problem, the cause of the cancer, the cause of this, why are you still doing it? So if your leaders, listen to me, brother. Listen to me, because your leaders are not telling you that.
Respectfully, the average white person.
To your point, brother, just like you said about the leaders, when I heard Sabir tell that story years ago, that changed my life. I ain't had no orange chicken since.
Hold on. Asians eat horrible. Europeans eat horrible.
You're not hearing what I said to you, though, brother. Listen to me again.
I
questioned her.
Double standard.
Listen,
I can't use this double standard.
Listen, brother. I question.
Chinese food in China is food.
Listen to me. So when you go study cultures, certain foods that they sell you, they would not eat. So let me give you an example again on culture and who we are. On 40th Street, I want you to take a trip to the Indian store up there. Every day is the same food. Every day is the same food. Ethiopia, everything is the same. Every day is the same food, the same food, the same food. We are the only ones that keep eating other things other than what it's supposed to be.
Oh,
So
have you taken a walk through Chinatown?
Brother, I've been there. Listen to me, bro. I should catch a Chinatown bus. I go to all the Chinatowns. No matter
you see the foul shit they got hanging in their windows,
brother. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not talking about. I just telling you what she.
Okay, then. So my point
listen,
is,
brother. Listen to me.
You holding us. You holding us to a different standard than you are everybody else.
I'm telling you what is you. What is happening?
What's wrong with that?
Chinese people don't call each other yellow.
No, but this is the weird part. But this is the
Because Chinese people don't call each other yellow.
You keep saying hold us, and I'm saying to you, be responsible. Niggas don't want to be responsible. All I'm saying to you is don't do it. Don't eat it, right? It causes high blood pressure. It causes cancer. That's my point. I'm not concerned about them. I'm not around them. So if I'm telling you you don't do it, that's what you should take heed to. So
and if it's too hard for you, brother, just say so. There's nothing wrong with that.
I saw that too, but I'm sharing with you about MSG. You didn't see this is the crazy part. I just told you about the logic part. I just said MSG.
All right, so for me personally, I'm not here to master diet. Hold on. So yes, I do my best to eat great, eat the best I can, but it's not my purpose. And so my body has mechanisms to clean it up.
Really?
So, yes.
What do you use to clean it up? Let me help you. What do you?
You don't need nothing to clean it up. It's equipped. But that's another story. Because I do want to touch on something before I get off here.
Okay.
And I appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you for letting me get on. And I'll get on my laptop. Next time I get on my iPhone, it's kind of jacked up, so that's why I'm probably falling out. But I want to touch base with you real quick on the whole sports thing. And I hear you, and I hear Umar, and I hear other people.
Don't compare me to Umar because I told you the story behind it. I don't say don't. Listen, do not put me and say Umar and Sabir. I told you the story when I went to go do the research. You can do the research too. All you got to do is look it up. I just told you about Gerardo Sim Pavor. I went down there when I was over there.
That's my point. My point is this.
You don't put me with Umar though, because I know what he's talking about.
I apologize. But I'm just talking about, his view on some of these things too. And most of the brothers who come before us, they kind of take the same posture when it comes to athleticism. And I will say this. Have you seen the images from the Eagles Super Bowl, the parade?
Why would I want to see that? That was Black History Month. Why would I want to see that?
All right, so they have some aerial views of and if you see other countries when they bring in all their people down to the town square, and you see China with their whole multitudes, and you see these just sea of people, right, for powerful things. Here in America, Black men, because of their prowess, had the power to do that. They have the power to bring that kind of energy together. And because we pontificate so much, we don't see the power in the fact that European puts his house up to go watch Black men run and jump. And Brother Taj told me years ago, and it took me a while to kind of understand it. And he basically said in a nutshell, and it's been a long time, and so I forget how he worded it, but the gist of it was...
Somebody said, you talking so much, they said, hit that PayPal. So he's talking to you, man.
Listen, I'm trying to get money with you. That's why I got...
Well, that's my point there, but you're doing a whole lot of talking on my show, though. I got you.
I'm trying to get money with you like I was getting money with Taj at the book game.
Well, I don't know. I'm listen, brother. I'm gonna be real. I'm on something totally different now. You said with the book game, so
no, I'm talking about.
He said
we can wrap offline about that. I got something else in mind, but end of the day,
now,
yeah. Well, we'll do all that. I got you.
You got to put the banner up, Sabu.
Oh, I got to put the banner up. Put the banner up. Hold up.
Yeah. So real quick, and so Taj was saying that the Italians got the leather, the Arab got the oil, The Asian got the what? So his point was, God don't just give you a land. God gives your people a way to maintain themselves. So he was teaching me that, your nation also has to have something to import to the world. You just hold on.
Can I say something?
Yeah, because I'm going to cut you, brother, because I know disrespect because somebody's hit the PayPal, but you keep going. But I'm explaining these things to you. In order for you to do commerce, right, with people, this is the beautiful thing. I don't need to tell y'all why I'm traveling, why I'm over there, because if you're going to do business, you got to connect with people, and you can't go one time for vacation. You got to meet with the people. Let me show you something, why I posted this up here. Bear with me. Why I'm saying this, and if you can read between the lines on what I'm saying, you will get it. So let me explain something to y'all.
Please read between the lines, good brother. Read between the lines.
Let me show you something. This is what I did for real. Pay attention to that. Sleep on floors. You have to find out how other people live and eat and cook and learn from them wherever you go. So why am I saying this? Why am I saying this? Is because when you go to these places, I brought argan oil back. You want to buy some argan oil? No, I don't want to buy that. Oh, so what I'm going to do is set up some stuff, and everybody wait for me to do everything, and then say, well, I'm going to partner up with you, Sabir. Partner up with me for what? What are you partnering up with me for?
Okay, so can I? If
I can finish, I ain't finished yet. This is my show, brother. Chill. One second. The brothers hit the PayPal, okay? But I'm going to explain to you how this works. So if I'm giving this to you, and I'm going over here using my money to go do these things, right, and sit in certain places, and say, look, I got to find out, and taking and risking my life for this. Should I be doing it for free? No. So when you sit and talk to other,
you can't complain about it either. You can't complain about it either.
And no one
Partners invest.
Have y'all ever heard me complain?
Absolutely.
So I say I don't complain.
Partners invest.
I don't. Right?
Like
I don't think he used to the Philly attitude.
Take it on.
Too. But my point is, I'm not complaining. I just want y'all to understand what goes into this. That's all this is about. So what happens, Carter G. Woodson said that we have to sacrifice for the upliftment of our people. If we can do that, the sacrifice. And I think I did. Even my child. Even my children. That's why I say I can't do this now with my other children. So if you could do that, right, the sacrifice for the upliftment for our people. So I did it, and I didn't stop, and I didn't let that stop me, and I ain't making up no excuses about anything. So when I'm coming this way to say, look, I did it. I went through it. I'm doing it. So if I'm hard on my people, it's the people that I'm talking to. I'm not talking to Europeans. I do get Europeans that hit me up in my email, but I'm not talking to them. They have people that speak for them. So this is what happens. So when you have these people, these Asian people that y'all keep talking about, they work together. And the one that don't
together,
the one that don't know, right? They will support that one. Let's go. I was watching the movie. What was that movie? When they was in Israel. What was that movie with Brad Pitt? What's that movie? And they was in Jerusalem. Oh man, I just was looking at it.
World War Z or something like that.
World War Z. Now remember the scene when he was in the car and he was talking to the Jewish guy and he was talking about the people. Remember that? And that one person supposed to know, he was talking about that one person, that was him. It's sitting in the car. So if you're not supporting those people that actually can do it, that's what Phil said the other time when we was on the live. The people that can do these things, like me, I can do it. Where's the support? So what people do, because they mad at me because I'm not letting anybody come in my circle. I don't give a damn how. Even my Kendrick Lamar said that. If my grandmama don't see what I see, what did he say? He said I cut off. Didn't he say that? So my point is that just imagine if you're not supporting, what the hell I'm gonna do something with you for? What do you have? You want to make it so you can make it and you can disappear, and that's the reality of our people. So my journey of my experience, even being around certain celebrities or being out here or being in different places, that's my experience. That's something that I can't help you with. It's just my experience.
Well, I don't think that's our people.
Well, that's you. I don't. Well, that's you then. I just told somebody just told you to support. Are you going to support somebody that said that? Shut up or put up.
Even a dollar, good brother.
Again,
just a dollar.
My initial reason for reaching out to you was to help
you. That's the question, brother. We love you.
But listen to me. I don't listen. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't. You know how many people? I live in California, brother. Do you know how many people that I do know that do that? Real rap. You do know I know people, right? out here. You think I'm just out here like chilling?
Well,
I know people. So my point is, I've been through this. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna help you out. So I want you to understand me. We had Jose Pimente Bay out here one time. I'm gonna give an example why. And it happened a couple of times with our people. It happened with Tariq Nasheed too. So and that's why I was wary about doing Heavy as the Crown with my brother Amadeus Christ, which is a dope brother. We filmed in two.
You only get burned so many times before you're like, damn.
There you go. So the thing is that we had Jose out here. It was $1,500 for him to come out. I think it was like 15 plus hotel and everything. It would like sound like right about that, right? And this brother, we called to film it. This brother wanted to get close to KRS-One. Everybody, and this is why even what Tommy Davidson said when David Barnes wanted him on the show, Tommy called me and said, "What are you getting out of it, Sabir?" That's what he asked. What are you getting out of it? So what people do is they'll use you long as they can, and then they'll disappear and act like you don't exist. I help so many conscious people out. It's crazy. So I do have a wall up. So when we brought Jose out here, there was a brother that wanted to meet KRS-One, and I said, "Yo, come down to the studio, brother. KRS-One is going to be there. We can film while he's in the studio." He had about 3 or 4 professional cameras in there, and he wanted me to speak for him to KRS-One. You a grown man. You can speak for yourself. What happens to people is they get starstruck. That's what happens. So he wanted me to speak for him. So it didn't work out the way he wanted to work out, right? It wanted it to work out. He kept the film when we had Jose Pimente Bay out here. And it was crazy. He said, "Well, you didn't plug me to KRS-One. You was in a room with KRS-One. You could have did that." So I got pissed. The nigga lived, I think it was Bakersfield, one of these places, Lancaster, I think it was. I was going to the nigga house. Big dude. He said, "Tell Sabir if you come to my house, I'm gonna call the cops." Nigga, what? That's how I felt. So if you can't constantly keep getting burnt by people, so I don't need to join nobody. I don't need to join. Show me what you have, brother, and then say, "This is what I want to put in." I'll show me an example. Show me the book, and then help me. I'll do it that way. How about that part? Give me the credit. Hold up, listen to me, brother. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm explaining something to you. I'm not doing nothing if I'm not a director or editor or producer on it. So it has nothing personal. If it's not that way, and if it's not a contract written out, what is what, I'm not doing it. So when Amadeus Christ is right,
I'll move on. You're lost, and I'll move on.
I don't care. It's never my loss, brother. I can't lose something I didn't have.
What I'll say is,
listen to me. I can't lose something that I didn't have. That's insane. So my loss.
So why do you? But your whole argument is we were this, and that. We never were those things.
I'm giving you an example of what happened to me. So listen closely. As I did this with Amadeus Christ, we did Out of Darkness. I'm talking to Amadeus Christ. I said, "Brother, I'll come on only as a producer." He agreed with that. Okay, everybody from Out of Darkness got a royalty check. They didn't get royalty checks from Hidden Colors. Everybody got a royalty check from, I think it was 4 times a year. Okay, I got 2 checks because I was the producer and I was in it. This is what I'm talking about. So what am I losing? You have no idea what I have planned. You'll see it. You'll see it though eventually, but you don't know.
Read between the lines, good brother.
Before I even met you.
I got it, but that's then. I got people I grew up with. I just told you I got people I grew up with.
I do some work for the cause.
Okay, that's all. I do it every day.
So the stuff I did with Taj for his books was for the cause.
I got it.
Get ahead in there.
It ain't 2000. 1999 or 1987. It's like 2025 right now. It's a little different.
So but I did still want to get your point of view on, because I remember a couple weeks ago.
Hey, Sabir.
What's up?
I kid you not, man. Sometimes people be like going back and forth with you, like they be looking for like spiritual guidance, my brother. I swear to God, boy. But I
know this though. This is why I said though, y'all they don't understand. You talking about what I used to do? I elevated. I've been. You know what Eddie Griffin told me one time?
Hold on,
brother. Don't say hold on. Listen to me.
Brother can address me. You talk about me in third person.
No. I'm gonna mute you. Listen. One thing that Eddie Griffin said. I know you. I was in the audience. I'm the comedian on the stage. I'm over here. I was where y'all at. but I'm over here now. I elevated this. That's all this is. So don't think saying something 20 years ago. I got people if I call people I grew up with, them niggas say, nigga, like really? I'm the same way. So I know people who tries to do certain things. I'm not saying you are, but I'm protecting myself of all of this. That's all I'm doing. Nothing personal. Ask Chris. Nothing personal. It is what it is, man.
I don't know how long the show is. Not to interrupt you, brother.
I came on your platform to.
But go ahead. Hold on 1 second. We got another brother. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get off in a minute because I got to go to the store. But go ahead, brother.
Okay,
Ben.
I just wanted to chime in. Yeah, this brother Ben Bay. Salute to you, brother. You know, we got a lot of work, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of different dynamics, ideas. My main, just to give you just brief summary synopsis of my thought while listening as you and the brother was going back and forth, is that we need to get together. When I say we, I said we as serious black men, and even some women that are serious about this shift with our people to forge forward. You know, because we're getting caught up in the dynamics of movements, different historical analysis of the past and the movements that came before us. But it is right now DEFCON 10 as far as I'm concerned. You know, so salute you, brother. But we got a lot of work to do because personalities and ideas are and loyalties and affiliations are getting in the way.
And that's why this is why I don't belong to no organization. I told you that. I don't belong to no organization. The dude, Brother Ankh, shout out to Ankh. Brother Ankh called in the other day. He came on the feed. And Brother Ankh said, I thought you was part of the Moorish Science Temple because you wore fez. I said, no, Ankh, I never belonged to a Moorish Science Temple. I never said I belonged to the Nation of Islam. But if anybody knows, I will go. But I also know hypocrites. And that was funny because I was reading the Holy Quran the other day about hypocrites. I was listening to it. And it talks about hypocrites. Even in the conscious community is hypocrites. So when I see the hypocrisy, I address the hypocrisy. That's all I'm doing. I'm addressing it. So when you get it together, you don't need me there. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But the problem is, can I say something?
No problem, brother. It's me. Listen, though, it's me. Listen to me again. When Red Pill asked me this question, I was on Red Pill's show, and Red Pill said, would you commit, Sabir, right, to do X, Y, and Z? I said, no, I will not commit. Why? I'm not sitting still. I don't want to commit to something like that because that's not me. That's not for me. Give it to somebody else. I'm not egotistical to the point to say, look, bro, you go do it. I don't want that. So I don't want to be a part of that. When you want research, you pay me for the research. I'll do the research for you. How about that part? If you want me to do the research, I'll pay because researchers get paid. And this is why I have to respect the nation. The Nation of Islam have a research team that they pay them. I don't know if you know this or not. They pay.
I know. I know it intimately.
So now, if that be the case, what we do is make up excuses. So it's not that I'm standing away from it. It's just that I see hypocrisy in it. And I understand people who want to use you. That's it. Now, if you take it personal, that's on you. I have nothing to do with that. I'm Sabir. I have children. I have responsibility. You're not my responsibility. I already laid a body of work out for everybody already. I'm fine. Aja, what's the problem?
And to the point of the hypocrisy, brother, that you're speaking about, if I think I heard you say you have children. If my son does something wrong, when I correct him, it's only because I want him to be better. I could leave him incorrect, but I don't want him looking out here foolish.
Exactly. That's it. So how about this part? I told y'all I pulled up the oldest university in the world and did a book. How many of y'all bought the book? I was over there. This is a book I did. I put it together, something simple like our lessons books. This is what I was doing, lesson books. So this is a book I did on the oldest university in the world. We didn't know about this. So how is this holding back from somebody? This is only 42 pages. This
is you at 210.
I know. This is a sister that started the first university on the world, right? But we'll go online and try to find it, but you wouldn't get the details because I was over there, right? You wouldn't know about it, but you can purchase this book. How about doing that part? So that's how you can help. Let me show you something else. This is another one I did about the Pope that went to the oldest university in the world. His name was Pope Sylvester. I was in Morocco and Fez, right? In this particular spot, right? Here it is. There it is right there. This is Pope Sylvester. This is one of my books too. So the same way the lesson books was put together, that's why I said I elevated it. I'm not gonna stay there, bro. I'm gonna elevate this. I'm gonna say, okay, that's my picture when I was in there. Why don't we know about this? So this is what I'm bringing people. I don't have to do what for what? I'm not here to pacify nobody, brother. I don't even really pacify my children like that. My daughter, because she's a girl, but I don't. So if I'm bringing this to you and saying, look, here, this is what we can do. Okay, I need finances. How about that part? Well, brother, you got to do X, Y, and Z to do the finance. I already put the work in. I did it. Here's another book. I'm going to show you right here before I get off of here. This is another one of my books that I did when I went to Portugal at the Moorish Castle. That's my photo walking up at the Moorish Castle right there. That's another one of my books. And I stayed in the Moorish quarters while I was there. So you want me to do all the footwork, everything, and then come back and just give it to people? It don't work that way, B. I'm with the unity, believe me, but you only unify with people that's going to unify with you. That's how that's how I am. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm with it because I hear this talk all the time. We got to come together, brother. We got to do this, brother. I hadn't heard that for the past 30 years, brother, that we should be doing that.
I'm the same way, Saba. And every time I end up doing all the work, everybody sit back and just watch.
It is what it is, bro.
And I've heard it longer, and I'm 68 years old.
Here you go. You follow me? And that's the crazy part about this. I can't get 68 years old and be so, yeah, brother, we still got to unify, brother. What? Just do it.
We need, yeah. I remember the first time you and I spoke, brother Sabir. It was, and he was telling me that, you played that clip with Tommy Davidson, and he was asking this woman about. She said she's from Egypt.
No, she said she was
Italian. Italian. There you go. Said she was Italian. And then Tommy said something, but I didn't have my speaker up loud enough. But I get the gist of it because I went back and found that and remembered that's what he said. It's just that I don't think we know how close we are to the precipice of this shift.
It's a shift. I see it, brother.
And brothers, we gotta, first of all, we gotta be informed, critical thinkers. And everybody one person can't do all the work. People have to take on positions that they specialize in.
But that's what Carl G. Woodson was talking about. Carl G. Woodson said that in his book about that. He know what he said is too much painstaking research. And he said, as a rule, our lawyers are not interested in that sort of mental exercise. You don't know that. So this is what you're talking about, the critical thinking and logic.
Correct. Right.
So what one thing that these Europeans do, I'm gonna be real with y'all. If it's a lie, they will support their motherfucking people. Go watch.
That's real. That's real.
Go watch Marlon Wayans on the Breakfast Club when he said that. Them motherfuckers got to join. If I'm saying support me, he's clapping. But I'm saying support me. Why should I support?
And they got checked for that. Somebody reached out to him.
You follow me? So how about that part? But I do got to take care of my responsibilities.
Brother.
I got to go with my daughter, brother. But I thank y'all. Get this book.
Okay, brother. Salute. We'll do it again. And I seem to always come in on the time when you're about ready to get off the air. But we'll do it again, brother. Peace to all the brothers.
But I can't be on for 10 hours. But no doubt, man. But I have responsibilities, man.
Hey, salute y'all. Severe Bay Radio at gmail.com.
You got less than a minute, brother. Go ahead, shoot, brother, because I got to get off of here.
What you talking to?
Yeah, unmute your mic. You said your mic was muted.
Yeah, you had me on mute. Yeah, I was just going to jump in and basically say just what you were saying is that, again,
I don't know what's happening, but if he's going to say, let me see if I predict what he's saying. Europeans are doing it. You ain't got to see what they're doing. Don't worry about what Europeans.
No, I'm not saying they don't do that. The Europeans get money from other rich Europeans.
They still doing it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I just said they get it. I don't care which way they get it. They get it. What difference does it make if they're rich or not?
If they're getting it from you name drop a lot of famous people. Those are the people who should be funding you.
No. Let me tell you, brother. And
that's how it works, bro.
Listen, brother. I'm tired of repeating this to you. I heard this story. Karen tells me this, but they're opening up doors for me. You don't understand. I can say what they cannot say. You don't know what they're doing, but they can't say what I say. So I'm not talking to them on the regular. I'm talking to you that come on this feed every day. I'm talking to y'all that come on this feed every day. That's who I'm talking to. Because they don't.
Other scholars.
Listen, brother.
Other
Listen, brother. They're not trying. Listen, they're not watching these videos every day. They're not watching these videos. You're on here every day. They're not on here every day. Y'all don't get it yet?
I get that.
What they're doing. But listen, I'm not a lazy person like James Brown said. Open up the door and I'll do it myself. So they're going to open the door so I can get into that mug. That's how this works. I'm not looking for handouts, homie. Just support. It's a give and take. KRS-One said, if you do for the people, the people should do for you.
Yeah.
So I think
it's real strategic. You know,
no doubt. That's the link
so,
right there.
You have to come to the people. You have to come to the people humble.
I come to the people every day, 2 hours
You
a day.
have to become a little more humble to the people.
No, brother. I am. Listen, let me explain this to you one more time before I get off here. Am I humble enough on this feed, y'all? Am I humble?
Brother Sabir is Brother Sabir.
I'm very, very humble, right?
Absolutely.
If I wasn't humble, you would not be on my feed if I wasn't humble. I don't care who you are. If I am very humble, that you can walk up on me in a park out here in LA or wherever. I am so humble.
That's a different situation. I'm talking
I've been kicked off platforms. So
there you go. So I'm humble, right? Somebody just said, yes, sir. So I am. So you're not telling me about me, you telling me about yourself that you're trying to be. That's it. That's all. It's all good, man. So you
all right, peace, brothers.
Peace, brother. But you never tell me about me. You tell me about yourself. Remember that. I'm a different dude. So let me put my link up here. Okay. I thank you. I went over 17 minutes, but I appreciate y'all. But that's the link. But I'm so humble. But I thank y'all. But we need to get our men together.
Be good, brother. See you soon, homie. Be good. Hey.
Where my men at? Where my men?
Where my men at? Real dudes.
Where my dudes at?
Where you at? Look, me as a man, understand not a passing trend. Me as a man, understand we provide and defend. Me a man with a plan, my love, it never ends. I'm calling all my men. All my men that be holding down their house and their spouse. Men, y'all know what I'm talking about. Real men, providing for their kids, no doubt. Holla out, one shout, you the man in the house. Men, in my opinion, if we gonna start winning for real, we gotta respect women. Every mister, hug your sister. It's the time to support your woman and not diss her. It's the teacher, overstand. I'm like a preacher, reaching your upper man. Man, many don't understand how important it is to have a plan. Me as a man, understand not a passing trend. Me as a man, understand we provide and defend. Me a man with a
don't fight with me, I won't fight with you.
And my love, it never ends. I'm calling all my men, all my men. Me a man, understand not a passing trend. Me as a man, understand we provide and defend. Me a man with a plan, my love, it never ends. I'm calling all my men, all my men. All my men that be holding their house down. You work. All my men that be holding their spouse down. For certain, you spread love when you driving around town. Not jerk, you a healer. You take away what's hurt, man. Cause if a man can't do what a man plans to do, his purpose, then a man makes plans with empty hands. Worthless. He can't even understand or plan what the second or the first is. Let me verse this or reverse this statistic. We gotta think futuristic, strategic, logistical, and even mystical. We need a new ritual. I'm tired of jumping over buildings and having to stop the whole adult hands like children. Nope. Come on, you can do it, come on. And when they get paid, then they quickly run along.
What did I just say, Rob? What did I just say? Rewind that back one more time. What did I just say about what niggas do? Look.
Need a new ritual. I'm tired of jumping over buildings and having to stop the whole adult hands like children. Come on, you can do it, come on. And when they get paid, then they quickly run along. This ain't just another song. This is that fruit that reveals the right from the wrong. It won't be long here, but for the storms here, and real men are gonna have to be strong. Me as a man, understand not a passing trend. Me as a man, understand we provide and defend. Me a man with a plan, my love it never ends. I'm calling all my men, all my men. Me as a man, understand not a passing trend. Me as a man, understand we provide and defend. We a man with a plan, my love it never ends. I'm calling all my men, all my men. Be a man, stand on principle. Just be a man, let God live in you. Just be a man, walk in the spiritual.
Hey, Saba.
Go political, miracle. Just be your mind. Understand you gotta pass some trend. And this is the end.
That's why I'm the way I am.
Hey, Saba, I'm finna send you $5 right now. In less than 5 minutes, I'm gonna see who gonna match me. All the men out there.
I gotta go, bro. Thank you so much, y'all. But I'm going to get off this feed. I appreciate y'all so much. So don't ever try to assume anything about me, brother. This ass. Y'all don't understand. Myself is for my protection. Peace and blessings. She's in there acting up.
Salute, fam.